Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother clucker's got some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into this live stream. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome in. Furball, Darkwick, and Mal. Oh, no, Mal's going to sleep. But thank you so much for being in here to mod tonight. And that brings me to my first announcement. I have some additions to my mod team. So Furball, Mal, Kex, and King were also kind as to agree to accept the role and have been welcomed into the team. And yeah, hopefully we're going to take a little pressure off the others who are working very hard. But thank you so much. I appreciate you being in here. Who have we got? Hello, Dexla. Hey, Nikki. You're ready? Hey, Kitty Simpin. Hello. Who else have we got? Hello, Keto Lisa. Hello, AC 1877. It's midnight there, so you're just going to catch the first bit before dozing off. I love that. I love it. Fantastic. Hello, Not Now Sherbet. Hi. How is everybody today? Don't fall victim to top chat. Thank you, Darkwick. Indeed. Where is my background gone? Why is it there when I don't want it to be, and it's never there when I do want it to be? It makes the comments pop. Hello, Azul. Welcome in. Hello, Geek. Oh my gosh, you're up at 3 a.m. and it's your birthday, Woot? Birthday stream while you fall asleep. Oh, happy birthday. Can we get some celebratory chickens or party hats in the chat for Geek? I hope you have a wonderful birthday. You're tired, but you made the stream. Hello, Iris. Welcome in. Hello, Truma. Truma was here like hours ahead of time. I'm so impressed by your dedication. Sometimes, because there's several of you that like to pop in, sometimes before the streams, I just pop in to see who's in the chat. Yeah, very, very happy birthday. Okay, my nuggets. Now, if I could just very briefly get a little bit serious at the beginning of this stream, I got called out for something that I said on my last stream, and I felt that it was really valid criticism, so I really wanted to just offer an apology for anybody who felt affected or anybody who got the wrong impression from something that I said. So in my last stream, we were talking a lot about the whole paradise situation, and my brain at one point, if you go back and listen, you can actually hear the cogs trying to tick while I remember the term CSAM or CSAM, whatever you prefer. I, of course, absolutely could not remember that term, and I said child spicy content. Not my proudest moment at all. And now, while I think that a lot of you who have been listening to me for a while will probably understand that I didn't mean anything by that, I am so fortunate just of late to have had a bunch of new people coming on board, and I definitely don't want anybody to be thinking that I take this sort of thing lightly or that I'm okay with saying incorrect things like that, and this is not what this channel is about. And so what I want to do is make sure that I take the time to, when we're discussing this kind of serious content, that I just slow my brain down a little bit and just really take the time to think of the right words. Or if I absolutely cannot find the right words, just ask all of you, because all of you will remember, I am sure. And while it's not at all an excuse, because I am 100% saying, I get this is on me. Just a little bit of context that I don't usually say to a lot of you, but you might notice that throughout the streams I do forget words here and there. I have identified within myself that it gets a lot worse when I'm tired. And because I understand that, like, this is an escape for all of you, and I don't want to come on here and sad sack all over you constantly, I've alluded to it and I've joked about it, but this year I cannot stress how tough it is for both Mr. Chukin and I to be doing the kind of schedules that we're doing, and it is absolutely exhausting. Not an excuse for saying the words that I said, but I have noticed that there's a link there. So I really do sincerely, you know, I was humbled a little bit, but I do sincerely apologize for anybody. Yeah, it is a very touchy subject for sure. But yeah, it didn't represent my channel, is what I want to say. But you know what? Being humbled is good for you. Puts hairs on your chest. No, really, it is a very good thing. It keeps you grounded, keeps you focused on why you're here, and yeah. Yeah. This is part of the problem. You remembered that, but you didn't think it mattered. You have to use weird words to get around YouTube filters, and that is like trying to constantly like think up innuendos or alternative words to get around YouTube. It is part of the problem, but not the main problem. The main problem was me, for sure. So yeah. Most of us probably know you didn't mean anything by it, but it's good you addressed it anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. And here's the thing. Like, when you're a public creator, you do get criticism constantly, and I mean constantly. And the vast majority of it, I feel, is subjective, and like it's just making opinions about the way that I would rather do things, really. But then every so often there is a criticism where I'm like, yes, that is absolutely valid. And look, as far as I know, it was only one person that called me out. I didn't, well, from what I saw anyway, there might have been more, but yeah. Yes, it is hard to work around it in a live too. It is. But doesn't mean that I can't figure it out. And I will. I will try harder. You have my promise on that. You thought I was avoiding the algorithm. Yes, but CSAM is fine. That one should be fine. There are some other terms that would be used to describe that kind of content that are not fine, but CSAM is okay. So yeah. Yeah, but anyway. It does, yeah. Your brain works so hard to think of alternatives. It really does. And like I said, that just it just gets so overwhelming for the brain sometimes. And for those of you who don't live stream, like there is a lot to monitor as well. So it's just like running on 100% all the time. But yeah. But no, I'll do better. I can do better, and I will do better. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Let's get into the festivities of the evening, shall we? So I want to look at these vlogs, the 3-part video vlog series that Roz has done for this clucking carrot cake. I mean, to do a 3-part series on a carrot cake is a choice. It really is. Oh, Kitty Simpin. Can we do a Rachel-inspired apology? I know I said something unsavory, but Amber's the one with the CSAM in her service. Yes, we need to deflect, we need to blame, and somewhere in there can we call Charlie Gold a twat? Yeah? Hi, Tonya, welcome in. Okay, so this first vlog that she did on the carrot cake. Oh, and we are going to do the crash outs as well. I need time to edit down the lives. But this first one, she decided to play copyright music pretty much all the way through it. So, but having said that, there's only really a couple of moments in it that are worth talking about anyway. The vast majority of this is her basically narrating her baking process in a very unusual way. And yeah, I've pulled out a couple of bits, but then I want to go on to the second one. So we should get through all of it tonight, maybe, possibly. Yummy's not in here yet, so I feel like we stand a chance. If you randomly disappear, it's because you're on the way to the airport. Oh my gosh, Verbal, why are you in here? I really appreciate it, but my goodness, you can focus on your life. Hello, Spaceship Drop. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome to the coop. Yes, crash out. Yes, there will be crash outs. Yes. It's one of those things I might mention in a chat if I was proud of it, but a vlog for hours and hours. Yeah, she's really dedicated to this cake, and the poor thing, that cake, look, I'm not the best cake decorator. I really don't claim to be. It is an incredibly specific skill set that you need to practice to make look any good. But this cake at the end of it, oh my gosh. It just looks sad. It looks like the cake is sick of her shit. In all seriousness. Okay, so let's get into this first one with just a handful of talking points. We should get through it, or maybe before Tay goes to bed. We'll see. We'll see.
Hi, welcome to me. So today's video is the first installment of the vlogs where I make my boyfriend's carrot cake for his birthday and him arriving, and the first of 3 birthday vlogs. So this vlog will not be monetized because it does have music in it. I was actually intending to make this part of the videos when I was first filming them members only, and then I did end up changing my mind on that because I wanted to give access to everyone to see the full entirety of the birthday stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just a little self-promo moment, please make sure to check out the links below for Cameo if you want to book a Cameo personalized video, advice, recipe suggestions, birthdays, holidays, anything like that for you or anyone you know that supports me and my channel. Definitely feel free to check my Cameo down below. You can also always leave super chats in the lives and super thanks in the comments.
Oh my goodness. This is a lot of self-promotion, I will say. I feel like people understand how this works for the most part. Keep it short. We don't need like minutes on it. But yeah. Does he even like carrot cake? Oh, good point. Does he? I don't know. That is a good point. This is still monetized. Oh, she didn't get hit. Although, what I will say about copyright music, sometimes what they do is share the monetization, so it's not that the whole video gets taken, but a percentage will go to the music creators. I had that once. I had one Jeffree Star clip in a very lengthy video, and he was playing, oh no, I've forgotten the name. Oh, see now I'm forgetting the name. It's a really popular band too. Anyway, it was like just playing in the background of him speaking, and they were gonna claim like 50% of my revenue for that. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. For one Jeffree Star clip, no. No. Hello, squishy jelly frogs, welcome in. You got a blocked in some territory, so you edited. Yeah, that's why I'm dancing around it. And if you really feel like you're missing something by not seeing the rest of the video, it is on her channel. I will direct you over there. But she's just baking. She's just narrating her baking. So you do you. I'm not going to judge. If you need the extra context, you're welcome. Hello, Quirky. Welcome in.
If that is something you're inclined, and also always, even if you want to like, hype the video, I'd really appreciate it. And check out my other content. I really hope you guys enjoy this video and have fun. It is correct.
I will not have fun. You cannot tell me what to do. This video has been badly ratioed. Man, I can't believe the views she gets. She gets, this video was released 4 days ago. It's got 3.1 thousand views. She is 5 times the size I am. And, she's getting, well, I get better views on a lot of my content. It's not good for the size of channel that she is. But she's getting ratio. There's 69 can't speak, thumbs up, and 62 thumbs down. My goodness. Like and hype, right? And have fun. Rude. Hey, Kremlings, did I say hello to you when you came in? Thank you so much for coming in case I forgot.
Currently 3:03 in the morning. I have to leave at about 8:30 in the morning with my brother to go to the airport. I am anxiously very excited for...
Oh no, Joel. 5 times the size. I'm talking about our YouTube channels. That was very subjective, wasn't it?
To get here. I cannot wait to see him. I have had a very difficult day today. Currently, technically the 30th, the day he's arriving, but the 29th,
There's something about when people put on a voice that is not their natural voice that just, it just cuts straight to my core. I hate it so much. And especially, you know, this is somebody who's comfortable with being in front of the camera. She's been doing this for a long time. It's not like, you know, if a channel is new and maybe you're not quite settled within yourself and there's a bit of a voice, you know, it is what it is. But this, what is this like breathy, high-pitched kind of almost wistful voice that she's got going on? It feels very manipulative to me.
Bullshit went down online and in real life, and I just have a lot going on behind the scenes in my life as well. But today, right now, I need to start the process of making this cake. When I filmed the Walmart haul, that's probably you guys have already seen, I was still struggling, and then I was able to kind of rally by the time I filmed the unboxing, which...
So what she's referencing here is the Mormons. This is still the Mormons messing with her day, and now it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, and she's forcing herself to make this carrot cake for Remily for his birthday. Those Mormons. Charlie's chat called it the erotic low BMI voice. Does the word erotic need to be involved? She does look a bit out of it. So hello, Lucy. It is in the middle of the night though, or the middle of the morning at this point. Clucking Mormons. Oh, and you said mate. Clucking Mormons, mate. Yeah, exactly. Not Jethro Tull. When isn't she struggling? Everything is always to the maximum degree. Everything is always wrong. Which it's kind of like what's new at this point. You start to tune it out as white noise, and I've said it before. I'll say it again. I really do think that what she's trying to communicate to everybody is that she is genuinely struggling, and I have no doubt that she is genuinely struggling, but to constantly ramp everything up to the highest severity that anything can possibly be and then keep adding things to it makes us doubt everything. Like who here isn't tired, you know, most days, or in some manner of discomfort in their body, or struggling to do life, generally speaking? I don't think Roz understands that this is actually part of being human, or so I've heard. Hello, LaFay. Welcome in. Welcome in. The carrot cake is a present. Yes, it's a present from Roz to Roz. She can be a victim. Well, look at all the content she's got out of it. And she does complain throughout, like a lot.
I didn't even get to until like 11 p.m. midnight-ish. I think it was more midnight, actually. But it was around that time, like around 11 or so, that my body finally started like getting out of fight or flight. It was a very difficult day.
Can we just put this into context, please? Some Mormons turned up at her door. And she's I don't want to undermine religious trauma. I get that. I get it's a thing. I get it's really, really, you know, difficult for people. Roz has been out of this for quite some time now. It's been many years. And she's taking hours. You're right. At 4 p.m., she's taking hours to get out of the fight or flight. I feel like at that point, like I do understand the sensation of feeling like that, and that it does take some time to come down. But there's also a point where you can revel in it or wallow in it as well. There are things that you can do to work the adrenaline out of your system faster. And she doesn't ever do anything to help herself. She wants to milk it the entire way. Oh, she had a 4-hour warning. She knew they were coming too. Yeah. But she calls this stalking, of course, because a quote troll sent them, and this is still what we're talking about. At least it wasn't Jehovah's Witnesses. Would that have taken her a couple of days to get over, do you think? No. Just for anyone listening, the context here, we're not coming down on Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses or any other kind of religion. I do ask you all to be respectful to each other in the chat, but like the amount of things that she blamed on these Mormons for turning up that she couldn't do that day just because they knocked on her door. They weren't even pushy. They were just like, when they were told to leave, they left. That was it.
Today, I spent over 8 hours so nauseous that walking made me fearful of, and I did not want to do that, so I had to move really slow today. I really wanted to make this cake I'm about to make and crumb coat it. I do not know that I'll be able to crumb coat it before going to the airport. I would like to maybe take a small nap. Otherwise, I'm pulling an all-nighter. I missed the window of opportunity. I was planning on taking some THC.
Yeah, hello, Mammy. Most ex-Mormons, even with a negative religious experience, are still super polite to and nice to the missionaries who go door to door. Yeah, I don't know if I would say she wasn't polite, but she did trauma dump on them, like, quite a bit. It was an excessive response when it could have just been, sorry, no, this was a mistake, I'm not interested, and just, leave it at that. I'm sure they would have been able to work it out. Did she really? She also failed to correct herself for insinuating that it was you who did the strike on Zach's video when it was actually Rosie's friend. Did she insinuate it was you? Really? Just, yeah, you gotta correct those things immediately. Hello, Rue. Welcome in. Good to see you here. No, we're not going to come down on Mormons. No, Mormons are accepted here as well, so long as everybody is respectful to everybody else and not pushing anything on anybody. That's the important thing in here. Yeah. Does she actually have a friend Barry, or is that made up? Barry is just Roz. Yeah, this is always an option too. Don't answer the door. Yeah.
But I ended up just not, especially once my body finally regulated. We are going to be making my boyfriend a 2-layered carrot cake with completely from scratch with homemade cream cheese frosting, and we're going to decorate it and the like. So I showed some of that in the Walmart haul. We'll get to that when we get to that. I have a recipe that I've been wanting to make that I found, and we are going to kind of go over that. And actually, I'll try to make sure I link both recipes in the description, because I'm gonna kind of freestyle the icing based on 2 different recipes. I'm gonna make it kind of the way that I want to make it. Also, I'm going to be playing music and stuff while I do this.
Nikki in the first vlog, the is that the guy liner one? We haven't done that yet. Interesting, very interesting. Last time you got a visit from Mormons, you just told them, sweetie, I'm too gay for this right now. Oh, you were an icon. Barry needs to keep the child off the internet. Ooh.
I'm just trying to have calm, chill, cool vibes, because today's been unfair and unkind. Remembered all the ingredients. Sick. Alright. So, You know what I didn't remember to do? I did not remember to cue up all the music of like the good vibes that I really wanted. Super lame of me, super not cool. Okay, so I just read over the recipe, and we are going to, oven's preheating to 350 right now. We're going to put these on a cookie sheet, after I prep them.
Okay, I need to have a small rant here because Madam likes to talk about how, pro for the environment she is and how she doesn't believe in fast fashion, even though she keeps buying fast fashion. And yet, why is it every time I see her bake or cook, there are disposable items being used where a reusable option is available? And look, I'm not casting shade on anyone who struggles with mobility and needs to do this for themselves, but Roz is using this as an excuse that it's easier rather than doing dishes to just put it in the bin. This is absolutely a choice on her behalf right now. I hate that everything is disposable.
So to prep them, I'm going to spray them both down with some of that Pam nonstick.
Why would you snip it? Oh, sorry, I was gonna cut it off right before this, but why would you snip it? Oh no. Oh, Roz. Oh, let's just kill off small brain cells doing that. My goodness.
Okay, I'd love some aerosol with a side of oil.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to leave that there. Like no oil was coming out. Like, I don't know what she expected. Anyway, jumping to our next segment. I may or may not have written time codes on my hand. I am a classy mother clucker.
Make Rosie's version, which is a hybrid of two recipes. I want him to have the best birthday he's ever had. I want him to be so happy and excited, and I want him to have the perfect day. So that's what we're gonna do. Must have happened to home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, bound to find my future. Things I thought still needs to know. Let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let me lead me to my past. Oh, bro, it's like 4 a.m., bro.
I'm sorry. That was me being mean. I had to watch it, so I wanted to share it. Hello, Asha, welcome in. You've been around, but you had to get the kids dinner, so you were listening. I'm glad you're here. Because I had to, and I wanted to share it. She infantilizes the idea of him so much. Yes. And then when you mix that in with the service kind of role that she put him in once he got there, it's to me, those things equate to property, right? It's not seeing him as his own sentient adult being. Ruining Anastasia. This is mean. If she thinks her singing is any better than mine, it isn't. And I know better than to put people through this. What gets me though, like the amount of confidence that this woman has, honestly, I wish I had more of what she has in that regard. But like the things that she looks at and goes, yes, I'm going to put this on the internet after it being, edited and everything. She's just, it's something. Hello, Raoul. Yes, that's right. You'll you'll only judge Roz for the singing. She even washed her hands. Well, I'm more caught up on the fact that after she sprayed, she was just coughing without covering her mouth or anything like that. But honestly, this is probably the least of our concerns in this kitchen. Oh no, Nikki, don't say that. I hope not. My mother is very much like Chantal, which, you know, I mean, there are similarities, right? These women should not be procreating. They need to get themselves sorted first and be able to step out of the selfishness that they are in. She kept this in. Imagine what she took out, right? Okay, I just got the Tay-Tay alarm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Snack Crew, and I will be back as soon as possible. Enjoy! Welcome to Official Chicken Snack Crew. Today we have swinging cabbage. Red cabbage specifically because that's Florence's favorite and that's an important thing. I want to give an extra big thank you to Amy, Emlyn and Carly who's sponsoring Freddie, Nikki and Florence today. Okay, so swinging cabbage is exciting because the chickens know that this is actually going to be a treat that they can just pick at all throughout the day, so it doesn't have quite as an intensive rabid raptor moment on it. But swinging treats is actually a really good engagement activity and they get a lot out of it. And if you look at this, look at how Freddie is not a rescue rooster. He was actually in one of the first 6 that we got. So he has never known a hard day. Well, he's never known a hard survival day in his life, right? He has defended from predators and things like that, but nothing super serious. But he goes into full-on play fight mode. And I don't know if maybe some of you didn't know that roosters actually do play, and hens play as well. But you can see here that the noise you're hearing, by the way, is the tarp. The string is attached to the roof and it's jostling the tarp. But he is savage with this thing. And it's full on. Now, bear in mind, this is the rooster that will climb up into my lap to get the snuggles and the beak boops. And he is my cuddly boy, but he's all play fighty. Now, keep this in mind if you're going to watch my next Official Chicken Snack Crew, because that's actually got my rescue rooster Ziggy, who has really had to survive out in the wild. And it's so clear to see their different personalities coming through and how they approach the world and how diverse chickens and roosters specifically can really be in the same sort of situation. So I just had to sneak some to Nikki. Nikki is very particular at how her treats are delivered to her, and she requires her own space. She doesn't like the competition, even though she is by far our most dominant hen and an absolutely wonderful leader. She likes things just so, okay? So she doesn't want to play the swingy game while other people are there, and I knew that was going to happen, but Miss Florence loves this. But yeah, definitely stay tuned and watch my next Snack Crew video to see that contrast between Freddie and Ziggy. It was a funny contrast, it was. But thank you so much again to Amy, Emlyn and Carly. I appreciate you so much for bringing a little bit of spark to some chicken souls. And if this looks like fun to you, don't forget this is a Patreon exclusive tier with limited slots. There's only 4 slots left. So get on over there if you wanna join in. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome to Official Chicken Snack Crew, and we have swinging cabbage. I want to do an extra big thank you to Veronica, Yami, and LV, who are sponsoring Stevie, Rihanna, and Grace. Thank you so much. Now I missed recording the beginning of when they first got the cabbage, which I'm actually looking at now and thinking that's kind of a good thing because they get very raptory in this coop. If you know, you know. So we've missed all of that manicness, and it's just going into a little bit more of a relaxed play. And like I said in my other Snack Crew video, this is really good engagement for these chickens. But now, normally I will sit here and tell you stories about them, but I wanted to just invite you into my life a little bit here. And I want you to Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath, and I want you to just watch and listen and be in the moment with these chickens. Listen to them narrating their experience and just enjoy. I have returned. Thank you so much. Yeah, there were weevils in her flower. Do we know which video that came from? I may have cut it out because of the music. I saw that. It was on my Discord. And like, the thing is, if any of you have ever had weevils before, they are horrible to get rid of. They are so difficult because once they get into your pantry, they basically want to be in anything that is flour based. So like also pasta and things like that. And it is tough to get rid of them. Yeah, girl please caught it. Yep. Girl please is on Twitter. And YouTube. Yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your patience. Tay was a very good boy. And, yeah. Did we do all of... That was the singing, wasn't it? Yes, okay. Moving right along. She winds up singing to Celine Dion as well. And now, look, I don't mind a little bit of Celine Dion. I think, you know, she's one of our generation's great crooners, but let me tell you, Roz's rendition of it, no thank you.
Frosting, clean up, put the dishes in the dishwasher. In 4 hours, I'm going to go get my boyfriend from the...
Did you see that switch? So she went from like being her kind of more assertive, bossy self with listing off what she needs to do. And then there was this switch. I don't know what happened, but there was this switch into that wistful, romantic. It's so contrived. I get that she's really excited to have a boyfriend. I really get that. New relationships are so exciting, especially if you've had to wait a little bit to find the right person. But my goodness, just... This is not for the internet. It's just not... Yeah, Roz, stop with that awful fake voice. You're gonna hate yourself, but you do need to check the weevils. Like, look up what they are. They're just little bugs. They're not too bad. Did you know she has a boyfriend? The thing with weevils, by the way, everyone, if you're worried about them, because they do just, their eggs just come in flour products. It's actually fairly normal for that to happen. But you don't want to let them be a problem. You definitely don't want to let it get to the point where you've got adult weevils walking around in your flour. I should be able to grab my Discord, actually. But if you just freeze your flour for like a couple of days, it kills off the life cycle. Where was there? It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there's like little bugs in her flour. Wait, you can't see. Background. Little bugs. Or so it seems. You don't want adult weevils in your flour. No, that's not going to be good. What am I doing? Yummy bugs. More protein. Wait, are you saying she has a boyfriend? That's news to me. Well, she's about to just have a, what's a nicer word than slave? Because, I mean, I guess there's technically the willpower to be able to leave. Technically. But he's not being paid, that's for sure. Is he there under duress? These servants get paid. No. Yeah, I don't know.
Airport. I'm so excited.
Okay, and the last segment, which I think pretty much takes us through... Oh, the cake. Yes, I wanted to show you the cake. So this, make no mistake, this is struggle content that she's doing here. Pay attention to how she's fussing with the cake. Pay attention to how she fusses with the box that she puts it into. You're going to have a really hard time convincing me that this is not struggle content. Oh, indentured servant. Yeah, indentured servant. It could be right, hey. Mom Vera, she just wants her boyfriend to bulk up some more. Hostage? He's paid in some ways. What? Is this a thing? No. I feel like you're trolling me. Did you guys know that bugs are a good source of protein and some people even eat them? Sounds like a great way to get sick. Do you know what nose hairs are supposed to do? A subordinate? An employee? Employees get paid and they have rights. Hello, Wide Ride, welcome in. Yes, Roz, put your spicy content on spicy platforms. And see, this is what irks me a little bit with this kind of content. And like what we were discussing, the kind of content that Stefan does. And it flies under the radar. Also what Eugenia was doing as well. It flies under the radar because of what's considered normal. And the quote, normal SUL acts are banned on YouTube. But this falls through a grey area in the loophole. But yeah, let's watch this. This is struggle content, in my humble opinion.
You know what, Rosie? To be real, girlfriend, this could be going so much worse. You realize that, right? You're gonna sit here and beat yourself up and act like you're just the worst person on the planet for not being a fucking Michelin star cake baker, which I don't even think is the right phrase, but I digress.
This poor cake looks so checked out to me.
Insomniatic cake baking is kind of crazy, actually. But, you know, yesterday was kind of hell, guys. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
It was hell, you guys. The Mormons turned up. It was all the Mormons. There were good things that happened in that day. She did her like Amazon haul and she got to open all of those boxes, and like there were good parts of the day. We're focusing on the fact that the Mormons turned up and she didn't want the Mormons to turn up.
Can I say that? Okay, I'm nervous.
Oh. You know, sometimes I think it's a real superpower of mine that I don't embarrass very easily. I think it's a real boon to be able to laugh at yourself. Because I'll also have you know that in my last Eugenia video, I managed to misspell views all the way through it. Yes, these are my classic moments. Okay, boogs for bugs. Moving right along.
So we're gonna basically try to put the cake in here and make up the box. Alright, oh my god.
Yeah, watch this. Tell me it's not struggle content.
Oh, okay. Alright. We have the cake secured. So I'm gonna lift up these two sides here.
And just while she's doing that, I'll also say, like, you know, with Eugenia's end of the spectrum, the struggle content tends to come more in the vein of lifting heavy things because of the visual contrast that happens between the object being lifted and the person lifting it. It's a wild place to get your head into. It's so sinister when you start, you know, delving beneath the surface. The fact that this is surrounding food is significant in this case.
And then on this side, I'm gonna just, oh, okay, all right, I'm scared, okay. I ripped it a little, but it's still structurally sound, so we're good there. All right, so then let me see if I can try to like show you guys better what it's supposed to do. Okay, pop that out. Pop that. See, I try to do it and it rips it. I did it on both sides. That could be operator error for sure. Just scoot that in a little. Okay. I'm gonna try doing it better this time. I can't like get it in without ripping it. It won't go in. Yeah, it won't go in unless I rip it. It's so annoying. Okay, whatever. Okay. But even with the rips, still everything looks good. Okay.
So my question is, like I've been asking about the Eugenia content, is clearly content is being made for certain predilections, right? And even when she's eating on camera, clearly that is being made, and it is or could be considered predilection content. So the question is, does she know what she's doing? Is it intentional? Is it a conscious thing of, I know I am going to get maybe super thanks or tipped a little bit extra or something like that from people who are watching this content? Or do you think it's more an unconscious thing of just a simple cause and effect? You know, like she sees that this kind of thing gets a bit more attention or something to that effect. Is it conscious? It matters. I think intent matters here. You're so uncomfortable. I'm sorry. She's so bad at this. I mean, realistically, these things are not that difficult to put together. It's very hammed up, in my opinion. You've been yelling from the other room about weevils and feeding them to chickens or Maggies. It's the good proteins. Yeah, she could have just gotten. You bet money she had. Sorry, I was trying to find the original comment. No, I've lost it. Never mind. Yeah, she could have just bought something a little bit more appropriate though. That was all. That was also not a crumb coat. That was way too thick, and it's what leads to the next layer of frosting looking bad. Although, to be fair, she did say that she didn't think she was going to get to it because, you know, her day's been so rough. Because the Mormons came. Yeah, you think she knows exactly what she's doing. She said it herself at the very beginning of her channel in 2023. She said that she didn't even film herself walking and have the breathing because it's a certain kind of content for a certain kind of people. I think it's conscious too. I like if she was a newer creator, I might say maybe it's a little bit more naive. Maybe she's just following the views and things like that. But I feel like this far in, knowing the history that she's had with S work and things like that, I tend to think it's deliberate. That's my feeling.
Okay. So now, for this, they're really easy. It's already assembled. You just pop the corners and you put. So I have 2 of these boxes, so if I have to rip this open, then I will. If it's not reusable, but I just didn't have anything to store it.
It's a cardboard box what about it looks reusable? It's all just exactly. Rosie uses disposable everything in order to avoid dishes. But then she wants to get on a high horse about environmental factors as well. Heavy breathing. Gotcha. Thank you. You're still stuck on weevils. Would you like to discuss weevils furtherly? Nikki, I don't know if you noticed in your live the other night, because of you, I only just put together that this is literally oh, I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad. The weevils turn into moths, and that's the biggest issue because the moths make more eggs. They are really hard to get rid of, to be fair. Did she even do cute frosting on top? I guess we'll get there. I haven't watched it, to be fair. This is just like the state that she's leaving it in on the night that it was baked. Yes, I'm inclined to agree with you, LaFay. You think everything Roz does is calculated, everything. Yeah, even the rage baiting, even the stupid shit, I'm inclined to agree. Do you know what I think's going on though? Like, seriously, from an analytical perspective. So, anytime I'm under pressure needing to read things quickly, the dyslexia gets worse. And live streams are essentially, right, like reading things under pressure constantly. What a wonderful thing that I've chosen this to do with my time. But anyway, so what I'm defaulting to is like a sight reading. So I'm not actually reading the words. I'm essentially almost viewing a picture of a set of syllables, a set of letters, and looking at them the way people would look at a picture, right? So it's why if grammar is a little bit off or things like that, I struggle with it because then I actually have to default to reading it properly. So because I'm using like this quote photographic kind of view on words, anytime they're messed with in that way, I can't identify them as what they're trying to be unless I sit there and really look at it, which I don't have time to do in a live stream. It makes for some interesting discussions though, doesn't it?
And I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on like an actual like cake container at this time. Like it didn't feel necessary. So I'm gonna put on the lid. I'm gonna keep the lid, but I'm gonna put a little happy birthday sticker and made with love sticker. How cute!
Super cute.
How stinking cute. So I'm gonna put this bitch in the fridge. I'm gonna finish decorating it probably like on his birthday.
I actually wonder if she let it cool properly as well, because that cream cheese frosting is sitting a little bit weird. Although if we had have watched the whole video, you would have seen that she kind of stuck to a recipe, but kind of not as well. But it does kind of look like it went on too warm to me. Yes. Oh, airport security. Have fun, Furball. Good luck. Try not to look sus. Or do. I don't care. Okay. All right. So that was that video. I just wanted to breeze through it. Literally, most of it was filled with music. So this is the second one. Now, fun story with this one. I normally, as you know, I don't like to watch things before I react to them live. I just think it's fun to do the raw reaction for lives because videos are very different, right? And this one I just happened to look at because I was going to scan through it to see if she had like more copyright music in this one that I might need to edit out or whatever the case may be. No copyright music, but she did fully show the faces of a whole bunch of people in public, including children. So I'm really glad that I looked because I was able to blur things out. But yeah, let's get into it.
He doesn't know.
Like, you can't hear that. No, not once do I ever have my volume correct. Start over. Start again.
He doesn't know. There he is.
Welcome to Tampa. The baggage belt is about to start. Please do not sit or stand on the belt.
Long flight?
Hi. Oh my god.
And then she just like fully pans the entire crowd in this airport. And what gets me is, bear in mind, these people don't know who she is, although I will say the looks on some of these people's faces, it was just, my goodness. Yeah, especially this lady here. But here's the thing, here's the exception that I take with this. It was showing passengers as well as workers in this place. You never know what people are dealing with in their personal life. These people don't know her, and they don't know that she's going to then upload this for, you know, tens of thousands of viewers, and then by the time reaction channels have looked at it, you know, how many eyes have been on these people. And what worries me is, particularly in an airport, particularly children, you don't know if somebody's like trying to flee a bad situation, or if this is going to be some sort of haven. You don't know what's going on in their life. And I can't help but feel that somebody who's had experience with some fairly extreme gang stalking would have a sensitivity to this particular issue. And yet we just see all of these faces. That man who works there, we saw everything. And we also know what airport it's going to be because we know where she lives. And all I can think of, like, other than my own personal situation, which I know a lot of you are very familiar with, when I used to work in corporate, I remember that there was a person who was customer facing and didn't go through the correct ID process for somebody. And what it actually wound up being was there was a woman and her child who was fleeing a very, very serious DV situation and was actually under some manner of protection, and had been moved for her protection. The person that didn't do the ID properly was actually speaking to the ex, the person that was being fled from. And so as a result, this very dangerous person, this very angry person and very emotional person now knew where that woman and her child were living. Turns out the company had to actually pay for a relocation for this person, but you just don't know, is my point. You don't know where people are at in the stage of their life. And I think that this is so irresponsible from her, especially from somebody who says that they've been stalked. And I'm sorry, Roz, but now I'm going to remember this every time you bring up being stalked, because you did not at all afford these people the privacy that you demand from everybody else. Yeah, their faces were like, what the clock, that's all we need to know. They really were. Yeah, and this is the conclusion that I'm coming to, right? She ain't never been stalked IRL, obviously. Now, I will just highlight a little bit of my own hypocrisy here, because I am aware that I have a Eugenia video where she's walking through Disney and you can see people, and I did not blur their faces. I actually remember stopping. This was my first ever Eugenia video. I had like 8 subscribers, something like that. And I remember sitting there thinking, you know, oh, should I be blurring these people's faces? But then I think, well, Eugenia's just put it up on her channel, which has 2 million people. And what is my tiny drop in the bucket? But this is Roz putting it up on her own channel, right? It's, I don't know. I hate it, personally. How did he not hear her coming with that breathing? Did you see the gate as well? It's really concerning. Mm. You haven't seen Keck, so it appears you shall be the recipient of the pervy mod. Power imbalance, cramlings. You used to provide shelter for women fleeing if the transition house didn't have a space right away. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So you understand that this kind of thing can be really dangerous. It looked realistically, statistically, it was probably fine. But the point is that it might not be. That's my whole issue with it. She bustled over to him. She certainly did. Mm. Yeah. Getting sidetracked by wondering how beetles turn into moths only to come back to stalking an airport's major mood shift. I apologize. You back with us? Do you need like a transitionary something? Yeah, it makes you very upset. Yeah, exactly. You just don't know. You don't know what's going on in people's lives, and I hate it. And this particular scene, because there was leading up to this where you kind of could see their faces, you kind of couldn't. I blurred them just to err on the side of caution. But this one, as soon as she as soon as she goes up to him, just watch the pan across. And obviously I blurred it all, but just watch.
Please do not sit or stand on the belt.
Long flight?
Hi. Oh my god.
Just all the way across everyone. And there's children there. There's full-on children there. It's so very precarious, and they're so fragile and terrified. You know, this is why I say she doesn't know what it feels like to be sitting in your house terrified when there's somebody outside. She doesn't know this. She hasn't been stalked. Had she have been actually in that situation, there would have been a different response to this. And by the way, like, who cares about this clip? It adds nothing to the vlog. So she went to the airport and made a little quippy thing, you know, line that she's clearly very proud of. It adds nothing. No, she didn't blur anyone's faces. I blurred them. No. It's all just fully up there on her channel. It's appalling behavior in my opinion. So unfortunately, now this is locked in my memory for her, and I just, yeah. I no.
Good morning. It's my boyfriend's birthday. I'm making him breakfast in bed. He doesn't know. I just toasted some Texas toast. He got up and grabbed one of the coffee ensures. He didn't know. I was wanting to make him like something with a different ensure. I was gonna like make him like a homemade smoothie, but
she did. She wanted to recreate couples reuniting at the airport to be romantic, but then he was like, "Oh, hey," and it was awkward. It was so awkward. Okay, so I haven't actually seen the rest of this. I think I may have seen bits and pieces in Charlie's stream or in Nikki's stream, but I haven't actually watched the whole thing. So I just made sure that there wasn't music and no more faces that I needed to blur. That was about it. The voice again. Yes. Nothing is more romantic than the Tampa airport. Hey, I'm sure some people are into it, okay? Oh, she mentioned the ensure as quickly as possible. I missed that. I was looking at the screen. At the chat, sorry. Shame. Bad streamer. Wait, so she's again saying on day 2, he went and got ensure. Yes. Yep. Only airport content you watch is seeing dogs meet their owners after a long time. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. They always remember. You're 100% sure he saw her coming and was pretending to be surprised. Or maybe they set it up ahead of time and she's just like, I'm going to sneak up on you, pretend not to see me. So she could meticulously censor out his face in their original Texas vlogs, but couldn't be bothered to blur that whole scene after she says long flight. Yes. Also, hello, string cheese. Welcome. I haven't seen you in here before. I'm delighted to meet you. Yeah, but yeah, right? That's exactly what we're talking about. Even if we give her some benefit of the doubt and assume she has been stalked, she's too self-absorbed in her own histrionics to act with any sense of self-preservation, and too antisocial to care about the privacy and safety of others. That's fair. I love that, Rue. Thank you. Yeah. Either way, it's not a good look, is it? It's really not.
That's okay. It's his birthday. He gets what he wants. I have not made my fried egg sandwiches in a long time. I made them, my mom made them a lot growing up. I used a lot of butter in the pan, so I'm not going to butter the bread. I like actually toasted the butter. One of the yolks did break, but yeah, like see, there's a lot of butter in here, so I'm just gonna like use a little bit of that to put on the bread. Sort of like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not casting any shade on any creators who didn't blur their faces. This is just my channel, so I'm gonna do it. To be honest, you blurred the Mormons, but didn't blur this. And my thinking was that if you're at the airport, you know you're being surveilled, you know you're being filmed, different perspective, but you don't know that it's going to be put on the internet, though. That's my only concern. But yeah, no shade, Nikki. You do you. I don't care. Being his reaction when she shoves a plate in his face as soon as they wake up. Yeah, he strikes me as the sort of person who is not a morning consumer of food. Relatable.
Actually, I'm gonna just transfer this. I think these will be runny yolks, which he likes. Yeah, right, if I did runny or soft yolks. I'm gonna take some of this melted butter and gently pour it on the bread for him.
My goodness, that's a lot. It's a lot. Another point as well, an argument could be made that it's redundant for me to blur them at this point, especially since I'm a smaller channel. Like, she's already done the damage. I think there is some merit to that, but yeah, just my own little personal preference. So, do we know, does he actually like carrot cake? Because she went to all of this trouble to actually bake him something. I hope that he was consulted in some way, but something tells me maybe not. What's she doing with that butter? Things, mammy. It really is a lot. It's a lot of butter. Like, for a few pieces of toast, it's something.
And then very thick, sturdy bread. So the secret that my mom always did growing up, do a little drizzle of honey.
Hold on. Okay, so we have giant bread. I know it's called Texas toast, but I feel like it's more whimsical to call it giant bread. Like egg and butter, lots and lots of butter. And is there cheese there? And then honey. That's a choice. That combo. You've been craving a carrot cake like crazy, but maybe not anymore. I low-key want to make one. I like a good carrot cake with a good cream cheese frosting. I want to really underline the word good. Yeah, that ain't a drizzle, at least not in my understanding of the word, but you're Finnish, so what do you know? Yeah, everything's bigger in America. So unhealthy. I feel like it could be worse. You don't think Mum did this. Why is this something you didn't see her do in 2024? I agree with that. She really doesn't care about his food, wants, or needs as long as she gets her fix. Yes. And it's hard to say because we're on the outside looking in, but it seems like it's constant, right? Like it's always food. Even in America, that ain't a drizzle. There you go. Didn't he say he doesn't really have a favorite food? Yes, he did. He has a favorite genre of food. Yes. You thought it was just peanut butter she was adding honey on top of? Oh dear. I mean, but see, this is why I say her palate is so clucked that she needs to ramp up all of the flavors just to get any sort of sensation, because her brain at this point is like, there have been studies that show that having excess sugar in your diet actually changes the way your brain perceives food. It's possible to get addicted to that kind of thing on that level, and it's a physiological thing. She's just like food maxing or flavor maxing, for lack of a better term, just so she can still get that fix, that high, that dopamine rush.
I'm gonna do a little sprinkle of salt. To be clear,
that's not a sprinkle. That's not a sprinkle, Cramblings. I just put a stupid amount of cheese on a cottage pie I'm making from leftover mince and potatoes, but I'm ashamed enough to keep it off the internet. Oh, you vote a carrot cake competition in the Discord. I kind of love that idea. Yeah, I had this idea, Darkwick, as well, but like I plan on doing it on the other side of the move. You know the story. Anyway, I had an idea of like, what if we had this a thrift off where we like have a competition of things purchased from thrift stores and then get upcycled into things, and we could have a little competition on it. There's a lot of very talented nuggets in my Discord, let me tell you. A drizzle, a sprinkle. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of a carrot cake competition. I really like that idea. It shall be a thing. Hello, Jenny. Is it first stream you've been able to watch in a while? I know, you've been a busy bee. You don't think she decorated the cake? We will find out. We will. So yeah, any supporters on YouTube, Patreon, or Twitch, if you're not in the Discord, maybe get in the Discord. We will do a carrot cake off. Yes.
I didn't salt them when I cooked them. I keep my eggs really simple. And also I did use salted butter, so. And then he is also getting a cinnamon roll. Honestly, I have a pretty severe lack of sleep right now.
She seems like she's on the THC, or at least pretending to be.
So I'm gonna grab myself a Built Bar.
Do you ever worry though that it's like blood sugar issues causing this? I went down a rabbit hole of diabetic neuropathy, which is a very fascinating thing to study, by the way. But like, all of her symptoms that she describes absolutely fall under that. I'm not saying that it is definitively that, but they do line up. And, you know, if you're experiencing a blood sugar crash because your completely unmedicated, uncontrolled diabetes is just allowed to run rampant, I worry when I see things like this, legitimately.
And eat that when I'm ready, because I'm not ready to eat right now. It's too early for me for that. It's like And by too early, I mean we've been like up for a little bit, and like I didn't sleep much the past like 2 to 3 days. And this is too much sugar for me this early in the morning. So I've been letting it get more room temp. Good, okay, because it's better when it's not like ice cold out of the fridge.
We've seen her dump maple syrup on pancakes first thing in the morning. She's okay with that. Oh, yes. Hello, gay frog wizard. I love your name. But her diabetes bracelets, I forgot about those. I actually just had them brought to my attention that that's what those are supposed to be. So her bracelets that she wears are supposed to ward off the diabetes. Yeah, she's gonna reverse her type 2 diabetes. Hello, hey, it's Kiss. You're always shocked by how much she eats. Yeah, same. It's it's why I say she's fully reprogrammed her brain into dictating to her stomach when it's actually full, which is not when it's actually full. What she perceives, I believe, is full is actually way overstuffed. I think it's been a hot minute since she's actually paid attention to her natural body signals. And that sort of thing requires deprogramming, and it takes time to do that. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Yeah, seriously. Diabetes bracelets. I am not making this up. Oh, sorry, only one of them is anti-diabetes. My ignorance, I apologize. Yeah, too much for her, but he needs to eat it all after an Ensure. What do the other bracelets do? Allegedly. You are! Congratulations, Tanya! Smashing it, doing the clucking thing. I love it. Really, Skittle juice. I like to call them Skittle juice. Skittles water flavors are so sweet, like grossly sweet. I can imagine. Don't the ones that she gets, aren't they sugar-free? Which then just, to me, adds that awful aftertaste. God clucking damn it. I believe in some pretty woo-woo shit, but for cluck's sake, crystal bead bracelets for diabetes. Yes, I'm sorry. I cannot get on board. Ward off stalkers. I feel like they could equally be as effective at warding off stalkers as warding off diabetes.
I'm gonna fill up my water and then give him his food. I'm not like spending a bunch of time today vlogging, especially like when I'm with him, and I think we might cook dinner together because I think as soon as I tell him what my plan is, he's gonna want to cook with me. I know him. So when it became midnight last night, we were hanging out in the kitchen, like, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I look over at him and I was like, so how's your birthday so far? And he was like, best birthday ever. And I was like, just you wait. I'll see y'all later. Hi. I'm currently, while my boyfriend is napping, getting some stuff set up. We just cleared my brother cleared off the table for me. I asked him to come talk to me like when he was done eating, and then he just like did it for me. So I was gonna help him.
They're warding off blood flow to the hand for Pegasus. Hello. I don't know about anyone else, but like I wear a Fitbit, and I can't tolerate if it's too tight. It drives me up the wall. I feel like that's all I can focus on. And I look at her bracelets and I just think there's absolutely no way I could tolerate them for any amount of time. They're so tight. Both sugared and non-sugared are super sweet tasting. Almost no difference. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, they're no added sugar. Each tube contains a mere 20% of the sugar the regular ones have. I mean, it's better, I guess. And she averages approximately 4 tubes per drink, sometimes as many as 6. So she's still essentially having the same amount of sugar that anybody else would have in a serving, just by ramping up the sugar-free ones or the low sugar ones. You feel like them being so tight would add to any nerve issues. They probably dig into the carpal tunnel. Oh, cramblings, you reminded me. So just for funsies, because sometimes I like to try and experience what the girls would experience. Anyway, just for funsies, the other day, I tried, while I was doing my bulk meal prep, I tried sitting down the way she does at a kitchen bench and tried cutting potato, and it immediately hand and wrist pain. You need the leverage from standing up to be able to cut down appropriately, and I feel like anything that even remotely gives resistance to the cut, it's gotta be bad for your wrist. It has to. Yeah, you have a Fitbit too. Although, I have to admit, I'm gonna change brands. I'm not happy that Google took over Fitbit. But yeah, it can't be too tight. Maybe her wrist pain is because of how she's cutting. Well, it could be, right? There's all of these things, and she wants to sit there saying that she's got fiber hands, and or whatever that means, and co-opting other people's stories when there's some really obvious things staring us in the face where you've got nerve damage potentially from diabetic neuropathy. You're trying to do things in a way that would hurt anybody. And especially if you're doing them every day, because she cooks every day, right? So she's doing this every single day. That it's probably RSI at this point. Horses, not zebras, is my point.
Well, he did it, but left a couple things, so I finished off that part. But I'm trying to fill this up because I'm gonna basically have my brother hang the sign for me, and then I'm gonna do the rest.
Can I just highlight, she's talking quieter here because her, quote, boyfriend is taking a nap. But in the previous vlog that we just watched, she was baking at like 3 o'clock in the morning. She thought Levi was asleep. She made no effort to be quiet for him.
And pray that, my boyfriend doesn't, like, wake up from his nap and come out here before I'm ready for him to. So, I'm rushing. I have crappy lungs, so let's go. It's not working.
I feel like I just did a Eugenia video where this was happening. This is struggle content, everybody. Man nuggets. Yeah, Eugenia was trying to blow up a beach ball. It looked the same.
So then, that was easy, actually. It says press the seal. That was easy. Okay, cool. He left breakfast. We've just been spending time together. We're both like really tired. It's been a crazy while in both of our lives, and we both wanted to just like keep it low key.
Yeah, Roz, you have crap lungs because they're full of liquid, and or the heart can't actually move the oxygen around successfully. It'll be one of those two things. Or even just, you know, lack of use at this point. Your brother is watching Peppa Pig and an episode with chickens just came on. Oh, the height of entertainment. I love it. Valid. Yeah, her lungs might be quite impressive if you put them under less strain. Could be like an underwater hockey player with that kind of pressure weighing on her chest. Can you imagine what it would feel like, though? The pressure. Stop with the voice. It burns. Maybe she's so used to sucking in from straws, it's hard the other way. I don't know. I know. Like, the fitness, though, like the cardiovascular fitness is surely not there. So this would be challenging. I mean, we saw her just walk to the the freezer the other week, and she was out of breath just from that.
I'm letting him kind of take the reins, to be honest with you. I just like planned a menu, and he's just been wanting to like spend time with me, so that's what we've been doing. My hair looks crazy. I'm gonna throw some dry shampoo in it because I literally washed it last night. But I digress. Who is it? Okay. Hey.
Do you think that was like, she's trying to surprise him and she was worried that he was going to be coming out? It's a very strange thing to yell in the middle of your own house. Oh, update from your friend who has chickens. Her one-eyed hen has now decided that one of the other hen's chicks are now her own. Yeah, that'll happen. Not all hens are made equal when it comes to motherhood. And some hens just extra mother. I told you all about last time Salt and Kylie went broody at the same time. Kylie was sitting and brooding on the eggs that had been laid, and Salt was sitting and brooding on Kylie. Maybe the Mormons were knocking again. Oh, she's got the PTSD from the Mormons.
I'm gonna try this. Okay, I'm scared to overinflate. Well, this is kind of lame. I'm not good at tying balloons, so pray for me here. Oh no, I already fucked up.
Oh, that's a good point. If she's worried about Remily sleeping, why did she yell? I don't know. Oh, Cramlings, what are you doing? You need someone to sit on you to keep you out of trouble. Is it the cheese? Probably to make sure Levi isn't on camera, but she's not live, so you don't know why she would be worried. Actually, it's interesting you say that, because I was thinking to myself, this video is running like a live would. It's interesting. Choices are being made.
Come on, Rosie. Get it together. Okay. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, Levi, do you know how to tie a balloon? No. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this on my own. Okay, so I think at this point, I think that's all you need your help with, actually. I think I can handle everything else on my own. I was worried we'd have to move the table and stuff. Thank you so much. I'll take it from here. Oh, also, you're welcome to,
I have one.
Oh, good, okay. The last thing I need to do is I need to try to wrap his present. His main present didn't come today. I'm filming a vlog.
Would it be possible if I do like the backyard?
Why wouldn't you edit this out? Why does this make the final cut? Yeah, her lungs might be better if they had some room to move. It would absolutely be a factor. Like, even in an upright position, I don't doubt it's a factor. You thought it was so sweet how Levi whispered no. I don't know why. I really like Levi. Hopefully it's not a hot take. I think he's quite relatable. He seems very likable. Just personally, my opinion. As far as I know, he hasn't done anything bad, has he? I may regret my words. Gift wrapping paper cannot be recycled. Wow, really? Bold of you to assume she edits her videos. Well, yes, considering this was an uploaded vlog, yeah, fair. Very fair. Everyone loves you. Oh, our man Levi. Oh, I'm glad. That's the read that I've got on it too. Yeah, he seems nice. I don't know. He just seems wholesome. And I like the way he tells stories. I really like the way he tells stories.
Oh, what is that?
Can it wait a few days?
It's radio.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is if you give us a couple days, maybe you and Dad can show Lee how to do it and he can do it for you.
Oh, I hate that. That is so condescending. Did you all just take that in? So she's talking about cleaning the pool, right? I missed what he said. I couldn't hear it, but we can go back. But, oh, can it wait a few days? Because maybe you and Dad could teach Lee how to do it. That's horrible. On his birthday. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. There's gonna be a move-in, isn't there? I can feel it. I feel it in my jellies. Oh, mowing? Could be. Cutting the grass. Gotcha. Thank you. But yeah, a chore, right? And this couldn't be taken out. This was approved for the final cut. It's just, yeah. Couldn't tell you where she did, except cutting stuff together. Yeah, it's very minimal editing, very minimal, considering it's her job. Yeah.
I can take what you're doing.
Oh, great. Cool. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so just, it's his birthday. That's why I'm like, let's wait a little bit. But I was looking at it last night.
Yeah, no, honey, we're gonna take it a little easy for your birthday, but I have a whole list of chores for you to get to with my brother after your birthday. You only get one day.
I saw it was overgrown, so he wants to help out. So he said he was happy to help with mowing. So you don't, because that's something you always have to do. So.
In that case, yeah, I'll just stick with something.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, I'll be.
It's weird though. I know that some of you feel like it's acceptable for guests to do this sort of thing when they're visiting, especially if it's long term and things like that. I don't know. I don't love it. I feel like if guests are coming into my house, they're absolutely not doing chores. They'd have to sneak it by me. But I hate that. I hate that sweet voice as well. Everything is a manipulation with her, isn't it? You like getting butcher's paper and making potato stamps to decorate the paper for wrapping. What about newspaper? Newspaper is recyclable, isn't it? Yeah, it is. The only editing you think she does is puts a voiceover and some text on the screen when she wants to add something. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's going to be a lot to move in to help Levi, but you can think of someone else who should be helping Levi. I agree. Do you know, I was just thinking, the simple household things like changing sheets on a bed, for example. You know, that I'm bringing this up because it's one of my most hated tasks. I don't know what it is about it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like the repetitive walking around the bed. It's, yeah, inefficient. I don't enjoy it. But we saw her get out of breath just going to a different room. Do you think she can do tasks like that? Because I'm thinking that the stress on the heart, the stress on the lungs, the stress on the joints is all things that probably something like that would be out of the question, right? So realistically, how much is Levi doing around the house? Or somebody else? Or are things just not being done? It's the damn sheet corners. You're not wrong. Hello, computer. Welcome in. If someone else is visiting you, they're absolutely not doing chores unless it's your little sister. She's a professional cleaner and it can't be stopped. Can you time yourself? If you're on a period, can you do potato stamp with the cramblings? Yes, please do time yourself out. My goodness. Sorry. I'm not reading these things out. She can sit and change sheets. Can you? What about in the top corners, though? Unless she doesn't have bedside tables. I really hate changing sheets. But yeah, does Roz take the rubbish out? Not of her editing, I mean the literal rubbish. Yeah, I can't see how much of like general household chores she could possibly do. Like even if she's struggling to do dishes and things like that, it's such a rough existence she's gotten herself into.
Be back. Oh, actually, I want to try wrapping the present because I have no idea when he's gonna walk out. But yeah, his main gift isn't here. It's this like cool dragon shirt. I wanted to get him this purple flannel, but it was like never. I waited like a month and a half. It never came back in his size.
He doesn't wear purple. She's trying to change his personal style. I hate that. Somebody needs to have their own agency, their own autonomy over the way that they present themselves into the world. I hate that she's trying to control it. Because she was trying to control him into wearing yellow the other day too. I don't, yeah. Yeah, she's not changing sheets. Her mum probably does it once a year for her. I hope you're wrong about that. Oh. No. Yeah, she won't pick up the garbage. You doubt she takes it out. Because, like, you know, right, you're all adults. Right? You're all adults living in the adult world doing adult things. There are certain things that need to be done around the house. And regardless of whether you're really persnickety about cleanliness or not, even if you're a little bit more laid back about it, there's still things that regularly need to be done to keep the house safe and sanitary. And I struggle to imagine her doing a lot of the things. Like, what about mopping and vacuuming and dusting? Does she ever dust? You know, these things require a base amount of stamina to be able to achieve, and she says that she struggles to stand up in the pool for 5 minutes. So it's really concerning. This is a young woman who has gotten herself into such a state that what the base level of hygiene is being struggled with. And I think it's one thing when you're looking at people who can't help the mobility situation that they're in, and I'm sure that they're doing the absolute best that they can, but this is not a situation that was thrust on her, and it is a very reversible situation as well. She can recover this. Not easily, but she can. You can live in a little messy house, but not a dirty one. I agree. Although I am a bit of a minimalist, I do admit. You want to know what happened to the footboards for beds? How am I meant to air out my bedding after sleeping in urine moisture? Crumblings. Oh, your choice of words.
So I got him another shirt he really, really wanted. So yeah, but I also got him stuff off of Amazon, so that's here at least. But I'm irritated his main gift isn't here, so I'm gonna just tell him what that is, so when it gets here he'll be excited for it. I gotta go run and try to I realized like yesterday, I was like, shit, I never double checked, because we have a ton of Christmas wrapping paper, but I'm not sure if we have anything other than.
Well, here's the thing, Vera, that's why it's hard to have any sympathy for her. It's her own doing, if that makes you ableist. Oh well. So, but okay, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you, because I'm aware that my tone is sounding like I'm about to. But here's the thing, though. She is essentially taking the experience of someone who is genuinely struggling in this world, even though this is completely reversible, right? What does that make her? And I get so conflicted. Here's where my head starts turning around and around in circles. So I can acknowledge that this situation is completely reversible. It's possible that she might have some long-term damage that she needs to maintain for the rest of her life, but for the most part, a long and happy and healthy life could still be led from this point, right? But then at the same time, I acknowledge that conditions of this type are really difficult. They really are, because they really take over the way you perceive the world, the way you think. They want to perpetuate themselves, keep themselves going, and now she's gotten herself into a relationship that is essentially a permission base for her condition to continue existing and worsen. But then I also look at, many of us in this world deal with conditions of varying severities, and we still try to make the right decisions and try to do the things that we need to do for ourselves, and she's not doing anything. Like, not a single thing. She wants to sit there and talk about growth, but I'm still yet to hear her point to a definitive thing that she can say, I have had measurable growth in this area. There's nothing. She wants to wallow in everything. There's no helping herself. So yeah, this is where I cycle, right? If that makes sense. Dusting? Oh, sure. Just that she does that between her gym class and diabetes management appointment. But see, these things though, these everyday things would be a really good excuse for her to get up and move her body a little bit more so that it gets used to being moved more. Right? These are good excuses. And let me tell you, I can turn cleaning into a cardio event. It can be done. You don't think Roz understands that building muscle requires tearing muscles, so exercise will ache, but that's how you improve. Absolutely. Exercise starts bad and gets better, for sure. But see, this is a similarity that she has with Amber, right? Where they're both so focused about how they feel in the moment. They're riding that dopamine wave. Everything needs to feel good in the moment, and if it doesn't feel good, then it's a catastrophe. They don't understand that sometimes things don't feel good in the beginning, but you do it and you persevere through it in order to yield better results down the track, right? Which exercise in itself is kind of a masterclass in delayed gratification. But yeah. Her addiction is out of control. She does need inpatient, and she might need help, and that's okay, absolutely. But she needs to arrange that for herself. I agree. It's something that, although I think, the whole 5150 situation with Eugenia, I think Jacqueline Glenn her heart was in the right place. I don't judge her for making the decision that she made, and maybe in the same situation I might have done the same thing, but inpatient is going to be problematic if the person doesn't want to be there themselves. Roz needs to decide that she wants to change her life, but Roz is choosing comfort over everything. Just do the clucking thing. Yes. I feel this. I hate dusting. It's not even really cleaning. It's more rearranging dust. You gotta chase the duster around with a dustbuster or a vacuum or something so that you're just not displacing it and it's settling somewhere else. Yes, especially the floors. That's one of your workouts every week. Yes. Gotta get your bustle on. Hey, if you've got to do it, it may as well be an exercise routine, right? Her thinking the tiniest thing is a catastrophe shows how easy her life has been. Yes, I kind of wonder. So, have you all heard my 100 theory? Sorry, I'm doing a chair wiggle. My 100 theory. 100 being the absolute worst thing that's ever happened to you, and for everybody, the 100 mark is going to be different. Right? Some of us have been through some really heinous things. Other people have been through more normal things. And so in relation to that 100, where something sits on the scale is relative, right? So for somebody whose 100 is something really, really, really bad, messing up a cake, for example, might be a 5 on their scale or less. For someone who's been a little bit more privileged, messing up a cake, for example, might be like a 25, right? If you kind of follow that thinking. So what Layla's saying there is that thinking the tiniest thing is a catastrophe shows her how easy her life has been, is essentially saying that her 100 is so low compared to that of what the majority of us are used to, means that everything else seems bigger. If you think about a toddler dropping an ice cream cone, right? Devastation. To an adult, dropping an ice cream cone is shit, but you know that you can go buy yourself another one, so, you know, whatever. You call it resilience. Yeah. An alternate thing that I think could happen, and I only say this, I do tend to think that's probably more the case of what's happening here, but something else that can happen is somebody who is living in a situation where they are so badly overwhelmed and so badly depressed, and feeling like there's no way out and things like that. Sometimes the little dramas of the world can be a good distraction from that of reality. So it's almost like an escape in that way. And I think sometimes we see these things and we think, oh, how privileged, you know, that person must be to think that that's such a big issue. But in reality, that person is just coping with that tiny drama that is the distraction so that they don't have to think about everything else. So yeah, I do tend to think, based on other things we see from Roz, that she's the former, not the latter. But yeah. Speak for yourself, Vera. My ice cream has fallen. Cramlings, you're an adult. Go get yourself a new ice cream. You've never heard that before? It's a good way to put it. Yeah. Oh, computer, in the thick of your drug addiction, getting better was the last thing you wanted. Why get better when I'm fine the way I am? I don't have a drug problem. You have a problem with me being happy. That was me. I get that. I could totally see how that would play out with conditions like we're discussing. I'm so glad you got out of it. Good for you. You stepped in a puddle and your shoe got wet, Sandel. Yeah, you agree with that perspective as well. Almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah, exactly. But with Roz, because like I've said, I do think something has happened in her past. I don't think she's adversity free. I really don't. I think that a condition like this severe, it almost always has some manner of trauma behind it somewhere. Whether or not it ranks compared to our trauma is kind of irrelevant because it's still trauma to her, hence the 100 scale. But she's really holding herself captivated in that space. This is the coping mechanism that she has designed, and she is clinging onto it with dear life. And yeah. We live rural. Why is Cramlings yelling at me? We live rural, Vera. I can't just walk to the dairy. Oh no. Yeah, you believe it too. Something obviously happened. I feel like it has to have, right? Statistically, it would be improbable that this just spawned on its own with no catalyst. It doesn't make sense. It's possible, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Jane, you're roughly 2 months clean. Congratulations, doing the clucking thing. I'm so proud of you. I don't doubt that's been a battle. Good for you. Keep at it. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah, she's had so much therapy and support, but she won't deal with it. No, it's her choice at this point. It really is. And as dark as it is, decisions have been made, I believe. And the tricky thing is, once that decision's made, It's only her that can change it. She has to.
Christmas. So I have to go in the garage and see. But I'm gonna try to wrap his gift while he's napping. So I gotta go. Bye. It's not much, but it's something. And he's not expecting it in the slightest. So that's cool.
Oh gosh, the breathing. Do you know, I'm so self-conscious about my breathing. It's because of my deviated septum, which she's trying to co-opt. I would edit all of that out. I really would. Sometimes when I'm doing the chicken snack crew, because I'm like holding the phone like really close to my face while I'm filming them, I listen to it back and I can hear my breathing, and I go through and I edit it all out. And it's nothing compared to this. I just, her confidence, I'm telling you, may we all be blessed with but a fraction of her confidence. Yes, yeah, I feel this. You've had bad depressive episodes. You just don't care if you're ruining yourself because you don't care about the tomorrow. Yes, you just do whatever you want and nothing matters. I tend to think that's probably, it's a little bit fatalistic, isn't it? I don't know. But look, I'm here to tell you, if you're feeling like that at the moment, anyone listening, it gets better. You do have to work for it, but it gets better. And you deserve better. And you deserve to be able to work for that better tomorrow. You've got it in you. Do the clucking thing. I'm telling you. Just start practicing the skill. You'll get through it. I think many of us have been there. Don't you mean deviated beak? I did. Thank you. Thank you. Nearly fully doxed myself. Yeah, something happened to Roz, but given how many versions of everything she's told and how no one incident is told the same way twice, you don't fully trust what she says really happened. I agree with you. This is going to be the first video that I do on Roz, basically trying to take all of those different things and compare them, because I agree, there's been so many versions of so many events, and all I can think is she doesn't want to tell us exactly what happened, which is totally her prerogative. Her trauma, she gets to tell it the way she wants to tell it, leave out whatever. But you also need to accept, as a person online, when you start changing the story like that, you're going to start to cause doubt within people because they don't know what to trust anymore. And I feel like even if she like turned around and said, you know, yeah, this is hard to talk about. I'm uncomfortable talking about all of this. And I know that I've said many stories because I've been trying to dance around it, but, you know, I just can't talk about this online. I feel like people would lay off a little bit more. There are things that are involved in my past that I won't talk about online. And either that's because it's not appropriate to do on YouTube or because I don't want to talk about it. And that's okay. It's my choice to make. But yeah, I agree. The differing stories. It's not even noticeable. You have a stutter and that's why you haven't got public with YouTube yet. Oh, Bella, if you want to do it, do it. Like, I'm up here with several things that could be considered embarrassing, like the dyslexia where I clearly can't read in real time. I struggle with it a lot. I also repeat words. I don't know if you've called that. I don't think it's quite on the level of a stutter, but I do repeat words a lot. I mess up saying words a lot. I misinterpret things constantly. I think none of these things are big enough to like hold against someone. I reckon, Bella, if it's in your heart to do it, do it. I think you'll be surprised how accepting people will be. And sometimes relaxing into it is just the key. Yeah, so many discrepancies, yeah. Jane, I'm proud of your self-commitment. Me too. Absolute warriors in this community. It's amazing.
I've been forgetting to use my light like all day. Hi. We are currently working on some more stuff because My boyfriend is still napping. Like, I forgot my hair clip, so I'm just kind of fucked right now. And I'm not gonna go back in there because he's still clueless. I'm so excited. I'm preheating the oven right now because we are about to make some twice baked potatoes. I just washed and dried these potatoes. I'm gonna be trying to go for the method that makes like the crispiest skin. I hope I'm talking loud enough. Maybe I can fix it in post, but I really don't want him to catch on to me. We're going to basically drizzle this in olive oil.
Oh, this right here. Anybody wanting to be a creator, you will find an audience no matter your struggles. Somehow the girls have followers. Seriously, there is an audience out there for everyone. And even if we're talking about something like stuttering, for example, although I'm sure that you would find people that don't want to listen to you, that's absolutely fine. I mean, every creator out there ever has people that don't want to listen to them for various reasons. But at the same time, you might find that you become quite an inspirational role model for people and make people feel like they can do things. And yeah, there's an audience out there for everyone for sure. You got a fat tongue, so sometimes people get a lot of question marks in your voice notes. You're fine, Cramlings. No problems. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find, because I saw it and now it's gone. Who called me a hot mess? I can't find it now. Never mind. Why is she trying to keep the food surprise from him but spoils his gifts? I have no idea. I don't know. Back in 2018, people used to watch you live stream doing jigsaw puzzles on your table. Look, I could totally see that. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll find your people, for sure. The only key in finding your audience is to post consistently. Make sure that you're feeding the algorithm, which is just a numbers game, so it's not even a personal thing on that level, which I find a lot of comfort with. It's like, if you're consistent enough, the people will find you. They will.
I put a lot of salt on the outsides. That should be enough oil at the bottom of the bowl. If not, I'll add a little more. I still need to cook the bacon too. This is the first step. Basically, you have to bake the potatoes, obviously. Yeah, I almost put a little too much oil in here, actually.
I got so focused on the chat, I've fully forgotten what she's doing.
Oh, I didn't stab these fuckers. Damn it.
Safe flight, Furball! Oh my gosh, have fun!
I don't want to deal with this salt shaker, so I'm just gonna liberally...
Are you serious, Bella? Your husband watched my recap of documentaries with you and wanted to know if I was a professor. I have nothing to worry about. I'm not even a university graduate, actually. Let's be perfectly honest here. I'm not even a high school graduate. I got into university via a different set of steps. There you go. Thought I was a professor or some kind of therapist. Tell him that is the most wonderful compliment I've gotten today. Thank you. The person who doesn't measure anything put too much oil in. Shocking. Too much oil, too much salt. Too much, just too much. Just end the sentence there.
Pour some salt on here. I put a little too much oil in the bowl. That's okay.
See that kind of salt, that looks like what I do when I'm doing bulk meal prep. But in that bulk meal prep, I'll be making 24 servings of the meal. But this is just for this night.
Okay. We've got the cookie sheet here. And then I'm just going to place these here. I'm going to wait for the oven to preheat. bake these for about an hour, so I did 375. So then I'm gonna fry some bacon. That might summon him out of the room. So
That would definitely have summoned Mr. Chicken to the room back in the day.
I'm gonna need to fry bacon. I also need to cook my brother's hamburgers because my brother's not gonna eat ribeye. Did I explain what we're even cooking? I probably did. I don't remember. But I'm making a ribeye for me, a ribeye for my boyfriend.
What is this, Cramlings? You got distracted by the ice cream saga, and now Tegan Templeton has left, and I didn't successfully grab Vera's attention for the shooken question. What was, in case they're on the replay, what was the question?
And my brother does not like steak, so I offered to make him some cheeseburgers, and I'm gonna prep those ahead of time because I have a lot of stuff to make. The sweet potato, the twice baked potatoes take like a good amount of effort and time, so we're starting that now. And then, like, one of the last things I'm going to make is the steak. Like, I'd rather kind of reheat the sides and eat this, you know, kind of plan things for the twice-baked potatoes. We didn't make the carbonara ramen because my boyfriend was, like, really full after breakfast. Like, that was kind of a big meal for him. He couldn't finish the cinnamon roll, so... and he just wasn't hungry. And we're, like, getting to 4 o'clock. I made some buttered toast, because I'm serious. All I've eaten today is... the Built Bar, and I made 2 slices of buttered toast. So this is gonna be my main meal for the day, which I'm hyped for.
Oh, they have a rooster that's sleeping in the grapevines in the garden instead of in the run with the hens, and they were wondering if that's cause for concern. So, if it's during the day, I would say the boy is just wanting some peace. If it's during the night, I would probably concern is the wrong word, but it is a bit weird because usually the rooster will want to be protecting the hens. So depending on the context there, I feel like it matters. There's some more questions, but like so long as everybody's safe, I wouldn't be super concerned about it. But like you know, henpecked it's a term for a reason. Sometimes you get some really dominant hens that just, you know, run the coop, and sometimes the rooster will just prefer to be away. Like Freddie, for example, his 2 hens, Nikki and Florence, they're really independent, so he will sleep away from them sometimes, but not at night. They're always together at night. But yeah. I love a chicken segue. Chicken side quest.
To say the least.
Oh, the rooster was dumped on the property. So, okay, well, in that case, he may not have integrated properly. There's a whole process for integrating new chickens into an existing flock. And if anybody's interested, I do the same thing every single time. It's done over 4 weeks. After the quarantine period. So the first week they're in separate coops but side by side, so they cannot touch, but they can kind of see and smell each other. The second week I will push the coops directly touching so that they still can't necessarily get to each other, but they could interact if they wanted to. The third week is basically supervised visitation, so only for short periods at a time, and then they return back. And the 4th week, if everything looks okay and everything is safe, then they can start having longer, maybe some more unsupervised sort of visitation. And from that point, depending on how everything's going, I would make sure that either they get more supervised time or they can move in together, because chickens can't just be put in with other chickens, rooster or hen, it doesn't matter. It can be very bad, very, very bad. So yeah, if that helps anyone. Anyway, back to the show.
My brother's gonna love the twice baked potatoes, and he loves the baking green beans. I also got these. So basically these need to bake for about 30 minutes. I'm hearing things. Anyway. I'm gonna do that. I'm exhausted, but like, it's gonna take me a few days to adjust to him being here. It's just part of the stuff I deal with. I'm so happy he's here, but like with sleep and stuff, it just takes me a minute to adjust. Like, I did it pretty quickly when I was in Texas, so that's good. It's just a matter of waiting. Actually, these are baked potatoes. I'm just gonna throw this in now and set a timer. I'm tired and I'm struggling to think my process through. I just want things to be timed well, and I'm not great at that when it comes to multiple dishes at the same time by myself, like without cooking with someone else. I'm not good at that. Never have been, never claimed to be. So like when I coordinated Christmas dinner the best way that I did this past year, I was quite impressed with myself. So anyway, I will check in with y'all later. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't see the screen. I thought she was talking to a dog or something. What? You love listening to birds eat crunchy stuff? Isn't it funny how listening to animals make mouth sounds, it's really nice, but then listening to the girls do it, it's really bad? Hello, Isabel. Hi. I actually had for a while there a clip of all of the Highlines. So the girls that you just watched on the snack crew, they all like to drink water together, and they make these really cute little like noises. And I wanted to just play that over Amber Lynn every single time she made that little, like, you know that thing where she'd try something and then she'd go like that. Sorry, I'm doing that to your ears. Awful. But yeah, I thought she was talking to a dog. I don't know why, because I know there's not a dog in this household. Did not consider it was Remily. Yeah, the way Roz does baby voice with Remy is giving you flashbacks of Chris Chan's. I'm not even going to attempt that. It's something. Yes, you want that video. I'll dig it out again. I could probably just get a new one. They do it constantly. If you put a bucket of water in front of those girls, they will do it. Has anyone heard a kitten eating a watermelon? No, but I did. My old girl, my Papillon Chihuahua cross, she used to love watermelon, and the sounds, it's just great. It's so good. I agree. It's a little patronizing. Yeah. Not the first time in this video either. What? Where did Vera go? None of your business. No, my be right back, Vera, is code for I'm popping to the loo, so that I don't have to tell everyone I need to pee.
Yeah, well, right now I'm prepping Levi's burgers. Your baked potatoes are, well, the potatoes are baking for the twice baked potatoes. And then, okay, can I tell you the menu tonight now? Because we're not doing lunch, we slept through lunch. Okay, so I'm making twice baked potatoes, vegan green beans, and we're having ribeye. Levi doesn't like.
I was gonna say that his sleep schedule is questionable, but he was like redoing his meds, like changing the dosage or something. It probably makes sense. Now you need to buy watermelon for your babies. Yeah.
Ribeye, so I'm making a burger here now. And then I have this special surprise for later. Oh, I must remember this moment.
I love you, baby.
I love you.
I love this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a little bit of bummer news. Your main gift didn't come today.
That's okay.
And I ordered it well over a week ago. Like a while. I think it's going to be arriving on Friday based on some notifications I've been getting.
Okay.
But
Hearing that with an Australian ear, it's like, well, what did you expect it not being there in time? Why would you wait for a week out to order it? But then I remembered this is the US.
It's okay. It's okay, baby.
but I did get other stuff.
Oh, that's a good point. You wonder if he knows he's being filmed. Look, personally, if this were my person, you know, the person that I claim to love the most in the world and that I care about the well-being of, I would say Mr. Chucker just gave me a look. If you're not supposed to be listening. If this were the person that I claim to love the most in the world and they were redoing their dosages to try and make sure that whatever psychological or mood disorder or whatever is going on is in check, I would not be filming them during that time. You know, even I've said it before, even if this was just as simple as shifting an antidepressant, it still causes things that I don't think it's fair to have put him online. Whether he consented to it or not, she, as a loving partner, should not have put him in this position. It's not right. Roz doesn't care about him. She's just happy to have a companion/slave. Yeah, you're right. That's the sad part about it, isn't it? And to be seen, it matters to her more to be seen to be claimed by a man than to worry at all about his experience in this world. And he just woke up too. Yeah, like, why do you want to? No. It's like filming in a psych ward. It is a bit, isn't it? Like, it's approaching it. It's getting there for sure. Yeah. The way she talks to him, I know. But also, to be fair, I will also say the way he talks to her as well. He is giving, like, how do I say this and not be mean? It's just a little too passive, I think is the word, for something that I'd be able to tolerate. But, you know, there's definitely a dynamic going on here. Animals being cute eating is completely different than humans acting like animals. Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, at least that's your understanding. Like, he woke up from a nap and then wandered out into view of the camera. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's absolutely evil to get him. Did he do THC? Wait, I didn't know that. Did she really give him did he take THC? Yeah, that's not good. Not while shifting meds. No. And maybe even just not good with certain meds either. We don't know what he's on. Maybe infantilizing is what you mean, or like he's infantilizing himself. Also, hello, Tans Bradshaw. Welcome in. It's a little too mummy for you. Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. Roz, consent as if she needs permission for how she treats people. Lord forbid she thinks anyone comes at her sideways, though. Yeah. I wouldn't have done this. I really wouldn't. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's wrong. I think it's irresponsible. Yeah. And also, we're just talking about while he's shifting his meds. Never mind that he shouldn't have been on there at all, but she managed to get him doxxed, and so now he shows his face.
You're supposed to have 2 gifts done around, but whatever.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not, but it is.
You are the only gift I could ever want.
Are you serious?
You are the best.
Hi, friends.
There's definitely a little bit of codependence vibe going on. The whole thing is off kilter. It's toxic. It's not off to a good start, because keep in mind too, they've only been dating for like, what, 6 months at this point. And oh no, less at this point, because this was a while ago. So 6 months now. So this is a very new relationship, and it's already kind of at this noxious level. He drank the willies. Oh, he did too, you're right. I remember. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we don't know what meds were being moved. We don't know what he's on. He has said that he has been diagnosed with bipolar. I don't know if those are the meds that were being changed or not. But yeah, that's potentially very concerning. Very. Hello, Mels. Good morning. Good evening from here. Yeah, and less than 2 months being in person together. That's an important thing to remember. Yeah. It's very early to be, I don't know. Not that any duration of relationship should be this toxic, don't get me wrong, but like, this should be the fun bit. You know? This should be the bit where she's trying to appear to look the best she possibly can.
Hello. We are hanging out now. Mr. Man here just got done napping and getting ready and vibing, and came out and saw everything I just set up. Well, my brother helped me too.
Yeah.
But I have the potatoes are baked. They're getting a little cooler right now. I prepped my brother's burgers and cooked them so he can just like heat those up when he's ready, because he does not care. I actually do that pretty often. I'll just make them when I can, and then he reheats them.
So if you remember, when they were doing lives, he had this very checked out kind of vibe, which makes sense. If he's shifting meds, this could be him, or maybe he just has a bit of RBF. I'm not going to judge him for that either. But if you remember, while they were doing the lives, she obviously, or he read all of the feedback from that, was that he looked completely checked out and miserable, like he didn't want to be there. It may not necessarily be reflecting that he doesn't want to be there, but it's certainly the vibe that it gives off. And so then, do you remember, he changed, he shifted it, he got a little bit more engaged, a little bit more energetic with it. This is only the, second night, or whatever it is. So he hasn't had that shift yet, because we're back in time, because Roz takes months to put vlogs out for whatever reason. Right, and the THC is bad for the schizo part of that spectrum. Do we know, because I saw Rue, he's got a bipolar type. So I know that type 1 doesn't have the schizo side of things, but type 2 does, or it might be the opposite. I'm not clear on which one is which, but do we know, has he said which one he has? Because as far as I recall, he hasn't mentioned that. You have RBF. Yes, we have that in common, Tonya. Very much so. We have to remember he's not experienced the worst of it while we watch these vlogs. I hope he has changed his mind a bit. I don't think he'll ever confront her. He might slip away. I'm so hoping for that outcome. I don't think she needs to be confronted. I really don't. I think I'm hoping for him to just fade out, fade to black sort of thing. But I have a horrible feeling that move-in is going to happen. I really do. Especially now that he's back on live stream. Back at home, and he's been avoiding her live stream. Yes, he's being very non-committal, isn't he? So whether or not there's another visit, I think will be telling. I know I said that about the last one, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that either he had forgotten how awful it was, or he had rationalized it away that maybe she'd be better in her own home with her own routines, or he felt committed because they had already discussed it, or maybe things had been booked, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt for this visit, but there needs to not be another visit in either direction. You don't think he'll leave? I have a horrible feeling he won't. I worry that he's now feeling like this is just what love is. You're not bipolar or schizophrenic, but you avoid THC because it makes you super paranoid and you can see it causing psychosis. I know it's not that way for everyone, so I don't judge. Yeah, I don't love it personally. It's not for me. Personal choice thing. But yeah, I'm the same. I don't judge if people like it. I just assume they're having a different experience than me.
I need some, so I have a lot of moving parts today, one of which I'm still unaware of at this time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
The surprise after dinner.
Okay.
So you'll have to be sequestered while I finish that.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so I think we'll do surprise then present.
Sure.
Yeah. Or present then surprise. I'll actually leave that up to you.
Present and surprise.
Okay. So we'll do present then surprise.
They're both surprises.
Yeah.
I don't know the present.
Yeah, well, yeah. Do you want me to tell you what your main one is?
Sorry, I needed to add to this. An LV is a stingray. What are our new mods? Do our new mods affiliate themselves with any animal? and more specifically, Yummy and I are the same kind of chicken. Yeah, THC is the active compound in weed. Yeah. The places that have it legalized, you can actually just isolate that compound. So you can have it in like drinks and things like that. Chaos Raptors, yeah. This, yeah, Lee, gives you incel vibes and you feel like he'd rather be in a relationship with Roz than alone. I think that loneliness should not be underestimated in what it can make people do and accept. And I agree. Yeah. And that's why I keep reserving myself to be like, oh, I don't. Yes, it looks like at times that he might be a willing participant in this, but then there's also that factor, and paired with the inexperience that just makes me a little bit tentative to put too much stress on that side of things. Yeah, it's concerning. What could be playing out is concerning.
It's coming in a couple days because I ordered it over a week ago and it's still not here.
I'll leave that up to you. Do you want to tell me?
I do, yeah, because I'm dying for you to know. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Okay.
So can I just say as well here with him, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. With him, he is avoidant to making decisions, and we've seen that a few times. Now, that could be because he legitimately doesn't want to make the decision. It could also be because he knows she needs to make the decision. Otherwise, I mean, she's probably going to make the decision anyway. But what I will say, if it's the former, that he is not wanting to make the decision, in a way, it's no different than what she's doing with opting for comfort, because to decide to not make decisions for yourself is easy. You don't hold any accountability. You don't need to plan for anything. You aren't responsible for anything. It's easy and comfortable if somebody else is making the decisions for you. But it's not a good comfort. I mean, realistically, what is a good comfort when it comes to psychological things? But it's not a good comfort because you're also giving away your agency. And I can't. That's never going to lead to a good thing. It's never going to lead to a good relationship or a non-toxic relationship. Non-toxic. Do you think they've been together? I would assume so. Yes. Can I just say, without being too specific, I've seen some things, and can I just say that flexibility does not work the way that you might be picturing it works. It's very different when people get to this kind of physique, and I do think things are possible. I've seen things, not her things, but I've seen other things. It's possible. It's very possible. So yeah, moving on. I'm uncomfortable. Thank you.
So you know that purple flannel I really wanted to get for you?
No way.
I wish I warned you. Remember, because they haven't had your size. I've been watching it for almost 2 months.
Nope. Think again, Layla.
Really?
Yes, they've been out of small, medium, and larges.
Oh my goodness.
It's only been like extra large and extra, or no, extra large and ups that have been available.
Okay.
It's been really annoying. So I didn't get that, but do you remember the dragon shirt from Dragon Vibe?
Yes.
Why is she telling him his gift? This is weird, because she wants to feel the excitement and the feel-good chemicals for delighting him, but she can't delay her own gratification because she's annoyed that the post hasn't gotten there yet. So rather than allowing him to actually have that pleasurable experience of opening a really awesome gift, she wants to pander to her own feelings and spoil it for him because it feels good for her right now. That's what matters, how she feels right now. You're both curious, but you also don't want to know. It's just that you can't unsee these things. I was researching Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, and I was unaware of her adult spicy career before YouTube. I found things on a Google search, no less, like just fully there, and now it's there. Can't unsee it. But yeah, no, very, very, very possible. I know people are like trying to work out the logistics. I'm telling you, it is very, very, very possible, and not terribly creative either. Lucy. I would be doing the same thing, uncomfortable, but also my morbid curiosity is lifting its head. Look, what you decide to Google in your own time it's nothing to do with me. Not me Googling later. Look, you do you. You're all consenting adults. It's fine.
You got that? What color?
Oh, sorry, one more thing. Do you think her weight stops her from getting pregnant? You've seen people like that. So it can. The way the body deals with extreme physiques in either direction is really fascinating. And one thing that I can tell you, when the body is under strain, the reproductive system is usually, not always, but usually one of the first things that shuts down. So statistically, it should make it not possible. But there's always those biological outliers, right? Ms. Paul, welcome to Alive. Do you know Ms. Paul? Ms. Paul always leaves these messages for me, and I look for them on every single video. And you're always there. I adore you. Hello. Yeah, so it's... Do you think she thinks that though? She may be... I mean, look, here's the thing. She has said her periods are very irregular. That would indicate to me that the reproductive system is being impacted in some way. Whether or not she's delusional enough to think that everything is still going to work that way is another thing. And also, can we also put into... Because the way sex ed is taught to us in high school, it's like if you even look at a guy sideways, you're going to get pregnant, right? It's the way it feels like it's delivered. And then that can be very, and I'm so sorry for anyone that this is about to resonate with, but then there are many women who really struggle and realize the reality of these statistics, and it can really feel like, you know, lead to the woman feeling like there's something wrong with them when it's just not. So already we're looking at a woman who is approaching, she's in her mid-30s now, and the percentage success rate is already lower at that age. And then you add on top of all of those things, the endocrine system, the hormones, the reproductive system all being out of whack. So statistically, I would err on the side that it cannot happen, or it would be very difficult, or it would be an absolute fluke if it did. And I'm so sorry if I've touched on any sore spots for anyone there, because I know that this can be just one of those things, isn't it? Jenny? So Vera, what would one have to enter into the Google search bar? I not even asking for a friend, asking for myself. Oh no. It's really what you're looking for is, why am I saying this? SSBBW corn. That's what you're looking for. Can we move on? No. Would her baby be born with type 2 diabetes? No, but there is an increased risk of something called gestational diabetes, which can actually affect both mother and child, but it's not really... Type 2 diabetes doesn't work that way. That's a lifestyle thing. Your genetics can make you more predisposed to it, but not give it to you, if that makes sense. Whereas type 1 diabetes is different. Okay, alright. You're all gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing this. If you all need a little break from this to go do your Googling, go nuts.
Great question. Let's be surprised together.
Because if you got the black one...
I think it might have been red and black.
Okay.
Because I think that's the black one, is the red and black one.
Yeah. Well, there's 3.
Sorry, Jenny, I'm a visual learner. Lily Moon, thank you so much for being a clocker for 4 months. I appreciate you. Just woke up to see you live. So happy to catch the end of a live. Oh, it is too. Yeah, we've got about half an hour left. Things are getting weird, as you'd probably expect, but yes. Thank you so much, Lily.
3 different colors, red, white, and black.
I remember seeing red and black on the same shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of the colors.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a pure black one?
There is a black and white one. Like
Oh, no, I
main
got black and red, not black and white.
Okay. Well, there was a, like, main black, white design, and then there's a white with the black design.
Okay, I'd have to look at the pictures. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I don't remember, fam.
Okay.
I'd have to look at the pictures.
That's awesome.
Yeah? Okay, good.
That's awesome.
I was like, that was my backup selection because I wanted you to get you that freaking... I had decided a while ago the purple flannel was going to be your gift.
Cramblings, you forgot about milestones. Thank you so much for being a clucker for 5 months. Thank you. On top of the mod chip too. You forgot about milestones. Can't believe we're discussing girl pictures and Yami isn't here to share. I know. Can we all simultaneously, telepathically summon Yami? Yes, hello Josiah. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. The way she speaks over him, I know. And when she isn't speaking over him, like if it's his turn to talk, she'll like turn away and fully disengage. It's insanely disrespectful. Yeah, the purple flannel is a gift, something he hates. Yeah. He doesn't wear purple. She wears purple. He wears black. You can do it telepathically. Okay, Rue, go right ahead.
Yeah, but then Demons Behind Me was like, nah, fam, sorry.
It's okay.
We don't making smalls anymore, I guess.
It's okay.
I'm glad it's okay for you. It's not okay for me. Because my boyfriend deserves what he wants.
He deserves what he wants so long as it's also something you want. Oh, I know, Cramblings. I was having to make sacrifices. The way the emotes work is you only get a certain amount of slots per certain amount of members. So I wanted the cursed teardrop, but if you have one that you'd rather I drop and put the Yamisaur in, Yaminosaur, I can do that. Just let me know.
You're gonna get that shirt eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
See, how awkward is this? Wouldn't it have been a nicer experience for him, being that it's his birthday and his experience is the primary factor here? Wouldn't it have been nicer for him to be so excited opening that gift and have it actually there, rather than like, oh wow, you bought me this amazing gift and it's not here yet, so now I don't know what to do with my hands.
We have been having a grand old time. Today's been great.
It's been very good.
We did skip lunch, but
We're both sleepy.
yeah. Well, I didn't really nap. I did other stuff, but
Yeah. I nap.
which, as you should.
Yeah.
So, what's been your favorite part of Florida so far?
Being with you.
He's been there 2 days. And I don't know if he's left the house. Like, if they just got him from the airport to her house. What's your favorite part of Florida? Vera, why you gotta make sense? I can't help it. It's a compulsion. Oh, true. You mean the cursed fear drop is important, but Rachel has gotten boring, so maybe with her. Yeah, okay, fair. All right. Yep, let's deprioritize. Do we keep the goth chick? I mean, that's more for me, isn't it, than Rachel? Rachel is never a goth. Yeah, okay, we'll ditch Rachel.
Being here. What else is there to say?
Well, I really had a great time in the pool last night.
Oh, last night.
With the full freaking moon out.
Yes.
Bro, that was sick as hell.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh! Yummy appeared! Oh, see? Our collective efforts worked. Yummy has appeared. Hang on, I'm changing. Yes, goth is for Vera. Yes. I'm changing emotes. I don't know if it updates while the live is happening, but we'll find out.
Had the LED lights on, we were just vibing.
Last night was so special to me.
Yeah. Me too.
I remember that night for a long time. Oh, we need to write it in memories.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, guys. We've got the green beans are baking.
Thank you.
So we're gonna take a little nib. Because these are done. I steamed these a little extra. So I have to make sure they pass my quality test before you try them. Also, you'll have to probably wait like 3.5 business days for these to cool for you. So
Did that work? Did the emojis update? See if there's a Yamasaur in there now.
3.5.
I'm never gonna not give you shit about lukewarm food, babe.
You'll get your green beans in the mail.
Oh shit.
Drop.
I did, yeah. Oh, but, it's really good. I might have used a little too much of the seasoning salt.
Yeah, I dare say yes. Rue, this is quite spectacular. Can we harness this skill of yours? Oh no, we didn't. Did we discuss how this was her favorite meal that she's cooked for his birthday? That's why I was wondering about the cake. Because she's done this a few times now. It's like she's cooking for him, but it's actually for her. Yeah, cool. It updates real time. Nice.
Maybe not, actually. They're really good, though. You want to try? Oh. I'm being a little dramatic. Here you go. It is hot, though. Heads up.
That was fun.
Okay, good.
More than fine.
Yeah! Yay!
That tastes really good.
Yeah? Awesome. Yay. I'm so glad, baby.
Something like just the arm covering the entire camera. You felt a disturbance in the force. Yes. Now, if we were able to collectively telepathically summon Yami to the chat, do we feel that we could use our powers in any other capacity? And my next question is, should we use our powers for good or for chaos? Blowing all over his food. Oh, yes. Of course, it's her favorite meal. Yeah, do we want a repeat of her onion situation from a few weeks ago? That's what I'm bringing to mind personally. Everything he says sounds untrue. I think he's careful about what he says. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Oh man, I've really found my people.
Plastic seasonings away. Oh, that'd be great, thank you. Because actually what I'm about to do is I want to get the potatoes over here and see about like prepping them, cutting them in half, getting that process going.
Oops, sorry, I keep.
Oh, you didn't bother me. You didn't actually step on me. You started to, but you got it.
I found your foot.
Can you hand me the potatoes? Yeah. Or how do you need heat protection?
I don't.
Just set it down. Thank you, darling. Okay. And then, so basically, I'm gonna start the process. Basically, what you do is you slice these in half and scoop them into a bowl, and then you make the mixture to restuff the shells. So I'm gonna do that part off camera, and then we'll reconvene for the mixture because I want to.
She's not looking at the camera. She's looking at the viewfinder. I don't know why this is a pet peeve for me. I understand that it probably makes sense that people innately want to look at themselves while they're speaking since they're not speaking to anyone else. So you're making eye contact with yourself in essence. But like, it just, I don't know. It just always seems so conceited to me. He is much more aware of the camera than she is. Yes. Hello, Aquamarine Scene. Welcome in. Yeah, everybody. Okay, so unanimously we're looking for chaos in here. So your next job is to decide what we're all collectively going to work on as chaos in this world. But yeah, this is his birthday, and he's already being ordered about. He's been there 2 days. Dude's working through a med change. I just, like, seriously. And I just want to remind you all as well, what I detected on that last Texas vlog that she put up when they were painting each other's nails, you know, with the totally UV gel polish that wasn't UV gel polish. He was actively de-escalating what he sensed to be an argument in that moment. There was clear de-escalating language going on from his side of things, which to me indicates that they had had enough run-ins that he was able to detect a pattern in her escalation of like mood or vibe, whatever, you know, the situation is. I don't know her well enough to be able to detect her escalating behavior. And I wonder if he's saying sorry so much because he knows, like he's essentially walking on eggshells, maybe? I feel like what we've seen of Roz, like, elsewhere, that seems plausible to me. Yeah, she'd ask him questions and then cut him off to answer for him. Yeah, he's a pet. Like, let's be honest here. He's a pet. He's a plaything. He's property. And that's concerning because let's gender reverse this. If he was the one treating her like property, like a pet, infantilizing her, how would we all be looking at that? You know?
Oh, my boyfriend. Bye. Hi, friends. So, I just finished up scooping out the potato husks. I made extra potatoes knowing I was going to fuck some of them up because of my hand stuff. That's fine. We planned ahead. Here's the potato guts. I'm just gonna need to grab some of the cold ingredients real quick. Oh, good. I got the butter right here. Oh, nice. Good job, Rosie. Good job. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
We'll clean that later. Yeah, and the minced garlic. We'll use the truffle sauce later.
Yeah.
Because I don't want all of it. My brother won't want. Well, I'll have him try it because it's not that spicy. He might like it. To start, I'm not.
I like that word, Asha. He's an accessory. I feel like that's appropriate. And the accessory is basically the thing that shows that she's been claimed. This is all about her. Yes, Isabel, I feel this very hard. I hate that you also are able to articulate this, and I hate for anybody else who is also feeling this. If you're used to unstable environments, you will adapt to survive. It hits home, doesn't it? Yeah, and that's basically what I'm worried about. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying that I don't think he's just fully into this FET situation and he's really into it and all of that. I legitimately hope that that is the case, because that is the best possible outcome here, that he is just all in. And we're reading this incorrectly. I just am worried that that's not the case. The voice, it keeps coming back. You're all being traumatized by her voice. I'm so sorry. You look at it the same regardless of roles. It's appalling and vile. It is the erasure of one to prop up the other's ego. LaFay, that is so well said. That is, yeah, beautifully poetic and horrible at the same time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, your first boyfriend was an absolute nightmare, and you went with it for a while, but it trained you never to do that again. I feel like we tend to do that early on. There's just tends to be a toxicness in the relationship. Sometimes we are the toxicness in the relationship, or it's both, or something like that. And you get that out of your system young, hopefully. But let's keep in mind that he has had one relationship. This is according to him. He's had one relationship before this. It was right before Roz. In fact, it overlapped with Roz, and it was only for 2 months. So he is a grown man, but he is also very inexperienced in life.
I'm really using a recipe. I just know what goes in this. And the only reason I'm not adding bacon is because we have bacon green beans. And I didn't want to cook more than a pound of bacon because, to be honest with you, I'm very focused right now. But I want to make sure I have enough energy because I have a lot more to do tonight.
Sorry, I'm looking at the background here. I like to look at the things that aren't being focused on. One moment, please. I have things to point out. There is a level of clutter going on here that causes me distress. Everything is just piled. There's like tubs, there's clocks, there's books, there's a steamer, a bamboo steamer there. There's a lot going on there. This looks like they're getting ready for like a garage sale or something. Doesn't it? It's a lot. It seems to be a lot. Yummy. Thank you so much. I was told why y'all summoned me, and wow, breaking my heart. I'm supposed to be the pet, not my backstabbing cousin. Wait, is that why we summoned Yami? I feel like it wasn't. Wasn't it to do with the photos? Or the videos or something? I feel like. Thank you so much, Yami. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for coming in and modding. Hope all is well over in your neck of the woods. Hey, we're the same age. You're older than Roz, and someone his age is like a baby to you. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it. We would just have nothing in common. I agree. I have a friend who is 10 years younger, so 30. Yeah, he'll be 31 this year. He's so young. He's so different music, different movies, different pop culture. It's just, he's so young. I'm so sorry for anyone who's around that age and younger, but yeah, I'm an old. I embrace it. The clutter is the worst. You had your house professionally organized. You can't tell, and I can't tell you how strong the mental benefits are I tried to do it myself, but you needed help. I think it's definitely powerful to admit when it's just like a little bit far beyond your own capability. I'm so glad you got there though. My Mr. Chukin and I went through a process from basically a full 3-bedroom house with the goal of moving into tiny living, which is what we're at the cusp of now, which is very exciting. And in that, there had to be a lot of downsizing and a lot of throwing out and a lot of donating and just a lot of getting rid of stuff that you think you need in the moment. But then when you really look at what's important in life, you don't need it. And it's so nice to not have stuff. Like when you don't have copious amounts of stuff, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it being insured. You don't because lots of stuff is lots of expensive and all of that kind of thing. You don't worry as much about fire and theft and things like that, because they're just things, they can be replaced, and it's a whole different mindset that you can get yourself into. It's, yeah. Your oldest child is turning 30 this year. They're a baby. We think they're very young. Oh, every time you come over here, you realize you're so young compared to everyone else. I have, I think, off memory, everything from 18 to mid-60s, I'm pretty sure. So if you fit in there, I think you're good. Yeah, you're not alone around that age bracket. Don't worry. It's just, I think I tend to attract millennials. Millennials by far are my biggest demographic, like by far. And then Gen X. It's very funny the way that works.
So, I'm gonna use like, I don't know, it's probably like 2 tablespoons of butter. Possibly 3.
Yeah, possibly 3 or more.
And then we're gonna...
Oh, Rue, stop it. Okay, fair. Yeah, 25 years of concert posters starting in 1998. Also known as the best year of music, in my humble opinion, except I'm totally right. It is objective fact. It just can be replaced. But you're right. But we sought to get rid of things that were crowding that kind of space, if that makes sense. 2 hours past your bedtime. Go to bed, Rue. I appreciate you being here, don't get me wrong, but my goodness. You're 29 and you're feeling cold out. Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. Everybody's either like, I'm too young or I'm too old. How about we're all just here over this shared weird experience and we're enjoying the analytics of it all together. And in that way, are we not all ageless?
Oh, the sour cream went bad, babe. Can you throw that out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just not even gonna use it. It's fine. I've got cream, so it's really not a big deal.
Okay.
And this is fresh. This is unopened and recently purchased.
This was in the sink. Do you want me to throw this away?
Yeah. I just got more of those, so I want to get rid of the grody ones.
Grody. US Nuggets. I require a weigh-in here. Is this how you say this word? Grody? Is this a thing? I need to know. Because either she's saying it wrong or Aussies say this word very differently.
Alright. I'm going to shake up the cream a little bit. We're going to start small.
Oh no, I know what it means. I know the word she's saying. Grody. I've never felt more Australian. Or grotty. Yeah. So Aussies will say it grotty. Technically it's with a T, but we do clip the T. Grotty. Is it a different word? No, I think she's saying grotty, but I think they say it grody. 1987 was a fantastic year for music. Yes, it was, because Kickstart My Heart.
Sure. We got butter, we got cream. Oh, right. And then salts. I need to refill the salt shaker. It's very low. That's why I'm not even using the shaker part anymore. I'm just like there's like that much in it. We're gonna start there and I'll taste test it. Because I've very liberally salted the outside of the potato skins. So we're just gonna combine all this.
Yummy.
Oh, would you open the cheddar cheese for me, actually?
Yeah, so the UK say grotty as well. Yeah, it's definitely with T's, but you know, Aussies, we clip everything. It's what we do. So she's clipping the T's as well, but she's doing a long O sound where we would say it with a short O sound. Grody versus grotty. And sometimes just grot. 1987 was a good year, but you don't remember any of it. Yeah, grody is what she's saying, and it means gross. So grotty also means gross. It's like disgusting, icky, whatever. We also nickname everything. Yes, I didn't know you were an Aussie Tans. There are many of us. Asha is also an Aussie. I think that's all we've got in here. I don't know. Aussies, make yourself known if you're in here. Please, and thank you.
Yep.
Just want to put some in. We're not measuring. Yeah. That's good for now because we'll also put some on top.
Okay.
And then can you hand me some of the white part of the green onion?
Yeah, we've gotten to the part of the evening where I am far more entertained by all of you. So she's fully ordering him around. He's been there 2 days. 2 days. I love this too. I love how everyone is from all over the world, but we all find ourselves in this weird little corner of the internet discussing linguistics. This is why I love my live streams. I really do. 1987, you were young and cute and nobody scanned IDs in the day you got in everywhere. To be fair, Bella, I was also in clubs well before I should have been, and that was in the 90s. It got a little bit better, I think. But 1987 was peak Motley Crue. Do you know what I would give to be able to see Motley Crue in 1987? Because seeing Motley Crue today is not the same. It's really not the same. You were 15, really close in age. The voice keeps coming back like a bad fart. You have a way with words.
Not a lot of it. Actually, can you more finely chop like about what's in your fingers?
Okay.
Where's the white part? Like the actual white part?
Like the roots?
Yeah.
Like they're away. You want to eat those?
There's other ways you can eat those, babe. You just have to cut off the very tippy end. You can eat the white part.
Oh.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just chop that up. Just take a little bit of it, not all of it. I don't want that whole pile. Just
yeah.
So he reacts weirdly when he perceives he's in trouble. This could be because of conditioning from Roz, but it could also be reflecting like childhood trauma. Like maybe Roz and his mother have something in common. I don't know, because like I think it's understandable. I think a lot of us hold this kind of thing from our childhood. I don't know if you can have that particular kind of trauma and be in a successful relationship with Roz, because I feel like she's going to want to exploit that. You saw Jane's Addiction in 1987. In a small club, you met Chris Cornell in, oh, yeah, it was a good year for music, wasn't it? Oh, I will sit here and listen to everybody's 80s stories until the chickens go into roost, honestly. Also a pretty killer fashion era too. You could buy cigarettes when you were 16. Oh, okay, maybe that wasn't so good. You got your first fake ID in 1983. You were 17 and it never failed. You did see Def Leppard a few times in those years. No cherry pie. Oh, I'm so envious. That's so cool. You are so cool. It's just, I'm like, okay, sorry. I need to do a Motley Crue side quest. I really do. Do I have any Motley Crue fans in here at the moment? I know that I do have a lot in my community. Aside from the fact that they did McMars dirty, I'm not at all happy. The whole situation with the vocals recently, yeah, I don't know how they can keep performing. Because they just did a tour like a couple of years ago with Joan Jett and Def Leppard and, oh, was it Poison? I want to say it was Poison. Everybody else was great. Everybody. Okay, fair. 1987 had R.E.M., Michael Jackson, Peter Gabriel, INXS. I love INXS. Guns N' Roses, fair. U2, Motley Crue, Whitney Houston, Beastie Boys, Sonic Youth, Sheila E., Prince, Suicidal Tent. Oh, should I say that word? It was a band name. Who's could do? I haven't heard of that one. And the Replacements. And I've just lost every single Gen Z that's in my chat. Although I shouldn't say that because this is all technically ahead of my time too. I wasn't like, I mean, I existed, but I wasn't listening to music. Maybe Sesame Street. You're all about the Beastie Boys. Yeah. Yeah, you tend to repeat certain dynamics when the underlying trauma is unresolved or still repressed. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. You're more of a Judas Priest freak, but Motley Crue had some jams. Vince Neil's voice is comically horrid these days. Have you seen... Okay, so there are, from both the 2015 farewell tour and also more recent lives, where he's singing Kickstart My Heart and people interpret what he's singing, and it's hilarious. It's very bad. But yeah, I'm so sorry to segue off like this. Don't worry, I have a divorced dad. I know that music. Spaceship. Is your dad around my age? Because I think he might be. And I don't know how that makes me feel. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm slightly horrified. Let's just keep going with Roz, okay? We've got 9 minutes and 53 seconds left. Oh, he's 60. Oh, you're a late baby. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. He's old enough to be my dad. All right, I feel better. Yep.
Okay. Because we're going to top it with the green part.
Yeah.
But just very, very finely chop it up. Okay. Alright, we're going to take a little... I want to do a little salt taste test. Ooh. Oh, those are salty. Okay, good. Ooh. Ooh. Actually...
Oh, I love it when she cosplays a professional chef.
I'm gonna also add a little more butter. If you have sour cream, add a good dollop. It adds a nice tang. You don't need it, to be honest. Especially if you're using like cream. But I'm just going for a certain consistency. And I wanted a little looser.
Wait, that's the cream. That's the cream that she used and then used it like a week past its use by date. That's the infamous cream. Mira, at least half of your chat hasn't adopted you as their internet mother. I don't feel a single maternal bone in my body, but this seems to work for a lot of people. So I'm open to it. I'm very open to it. You forgot about Nirvana. Yep. Yeah, in 1987. A lot of people think about them as a 90s band, but they were around in the 80s, of course. Yes, Gordon Ramsay. She is, yes. She's using that palette of hers to detect that she needs more shitty cream. Yeah, her taste buds must be shot. Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Absolutely not. No. And then she has the nerve to sit there and say, you can't say it tastes bad until you try it. No, I don't need to try it. I know that tastes bad. I just know. Vera is more of a big sister type without ages being close. Oh, I love that, Asha. Yay, let's be all parasocial with each other. Wait, you have many internet children and one drunk internet aunt. Would I know who this person is, Jenny?
So I'm doing it by like visual.
Green onions are being a little bit difficult.
Okay. Yeah, so you might want to grab a bigger knife, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. You're using a tiny knife. Got a little bit of green onion. I'm not gonna do a lot because I'm worried about my brother's opinion on that. But just a little bit.
I love green onion.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna put like the green part. Did you just do one of them, or did you chop up all the green onion that was in the pack?
All of them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I just wanted one.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't verbally say it, so it's fine. Seriously, it's not big. They're really cheap, honey. They're like $1. It's
Okay.
not a big deal. So, all right. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're fine. You're good.
Also, I do know. It's Bella. Your chat is very parasocial. The thing about parasocial though is that it's only parasocial if it's not reciprocated. Like if one side is fully making up a relationship that isn't seen on the other side, or even acknowledged, or even know it exists. So it sounds like you're just connecting with your audience. It's not as creepy as all that. Remy is your cousin. More butter and the thing you use to make butter, that's the gluttony they talk about in the Bible. It's something. It really is.
Good. You're in. Okay, the other ones are gonna go over here. Good ones here. Good. Okay, so we got 6 halves that are like good. All right. So basically, all you have to do is like scoop them into the little shells, and then put some cheese on top and bake them again till they're all like ooey gooey schmooey. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make all of them, and then I'll freeze some of them if we don't eat them all. But honestly, between my brother and my boyfriend, they'll probably finish off whatever like we don't have tonight.
Genuine question. What do you all think about the placement of his tattoos? I have 0 tattoos. I have no idea what I'm about to talk about. Full on ignorance coming your way. So there might be a fashion that I'm not aware of, but are they strangely placed? I feel like, because like a sleeve is one thing, obviously when there's a lot going on, and a single tattoo, I would have imagined as being higher, like up higher on the shoulder. I don't know. They look fake. I don't think they are though. He has Sims tattoo placement. Hello, Boobcat. Welcome in. Maybe the Sims made a fashion movement. They're good for a sleeve starter. Yeah, like maybe that's what he's planning. You're not a fan of the placement? Bad placement? Yeah. You think his tattoos look try-hardy? I think they look like clip art, unfortunately. You're a hire? Yeah, if the point was only to have one tattoo, is this where it would go? But like, yeah, maybe he's planning on having more. I don't know. Oh no, Yummy's internet's down. People are doing that now, so it's a fashion. Yeah, I can acknowledge that, yeah, things move in fashions. So, like, center stage, really. Like, when you think about the upper arm, it's, like, right in the middle. I don't know. Some people go for the sticker book kind of look. It's not your style, personally, but it is done. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah. He probably placed them so low so people can see them when he wears shirts, but then it looks dicky when you're wearing sleeveless. Right? I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't matter where his tattoos are. It's not where I would have put them on myself.
Look at the kitty face.
Hello.
Look at the kitty face. Look at him. Look at his face. Okay. That's it. That's a thought. So yeah, I'm gonna finish these potatoes, and then I gotta dry the steaks, cook the steaks. Oh shit! Oh, can you hand me this is the other part of the meal I haven't told you about. It's Texas mini rolls.
Ooh.
So these are $3.50 for. I'm gonna cook these also for probably about 30.
Hello, Maria. I'm also just gonna do another shout out again. If you've still got those hens that you're looking to rehome, anybody in the Queensland lower area of Queensland, Maria has 7 hens that she needs to rehome. Hello. Why do the girls always all feel the need to say my boyfriend, my husband, my girlfriend? Because it's all about that property, isn't it? Being claimed. What on earth is this meal? I don't know. You have over a 7-kilo cat on your lap while you pee and your legs are going to fall asleep. Send help. No, shan't. I know, Yummy. I wish too. I would. I've even tried to work out logistics, but it wouldn't be right. Yeah. But yeah, hit up Maria if you're in the, you said it was the Gympie area, but you do travel to Brisbane sometimes, around that sort of area if you want hens. She needs to rehome her hens.
3 minutes, so that makes, well, I'll keep an eye on it. Cover pan loosely with aluminum foil. Bake on middle rack of oven for 30 minutes until desired browning has occurred. And there's a glaze.
Can we open it?
Yes, please. My hands are getting really tired.
Yeah.
I hate my hands.
But wait, hey, but she's been doing all of this entire time without him. And now all of a sudden he's here and my hands hurt, they're tired, I can't.
They're annoying. They piss me off.
Stupid hands.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them up for me, babe.
Okay,
Hold on, hold on.
You need the directions.
I can't say what I'm thinking. No.
I need the glaze. 30 minutes in the oven, and then I just have to get this thawed and kneaded or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that, and then. Okay, yeah. I'm tired and a little bird brained. Bird's the word.
My girlfriend's broken.
I just broke. I did.
malfunction.
I just had a hardcore malfunction.
It's okay. She's got a few quirks, but she's still pretty. So.
How long is he back for? This is the vlog from the beginning of his visit. So this is from his last visit. She's just taken this long to get a vlog out. The face you made when you realized what it was that I would not say. Sometimes my brain it gets very chaotic and mischievous. Is she high or past tide? I really can't tell anymore. I don't know. Like, unless she tells us that she's had THC, I legitimately can't tell. But then she's also got drugs like Ativan and things like that I don't know if she's still taking or takes. Your brain does that too. It's great fun. I think it is. It's not always in line with my channel. No problem, Kiss. Thanks for coming in.
I'll be back when I have an update worth sharing. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Okay. So, we've got, I already did the glaze. Pick the one you want and put on a plate. Make sure it's pretty. Same for me, please. Some of them came out kind of ugly. Do you want more?
That's fine.
Okay. Go and put my plate down, please. Thank you, darling. Thank you, honey. So I probably started recording a little too soon, actually. So we'll see if any of this stays in. I'm going to take the brown butter, because I did brown butter for both, but...
You're all talking about your animals coming in while you use the loo. You don't bother shutting him out as you can't poop while he's screaming outside anyway. And my chicken version, outdoor pet version, is every time I go to the loo, he announces it with a crow. Every single time. And for some reason, it's just me, not Mr. Chicken. Only me. I don't know how he knows the difference. It's quite impressive, actually, even sometimes in the middle of the night.
I dumped the first...
Oh, no, they never did. No, she didn't want to go, so they didn't go to the beach. He never got to do the one thing he wanted, which was a beach visit. Yeah, and if you remember the video, was it the unboxing video? I don't know. There was one that she did right before he got there where she actually said she didn't want to go to the beach. So they were never going to go to the beach. He's never been to Florida before. He wanted to go. You're the most important one in the flock. And he's just like mentally tuned in with my bathroom habits. Yes, that would be the easiest birthday ever. Just go to the beach. How cool would that have been? He would have loved that. She doesn't have to get into a swimsuit. She doesn't have to get, but the reality is, now I might be imagining sand a little bit different than the Florida situation. I don't know. I'm used to Queensland beaches, but walking on sand is quite difficult when you're not used to it, and would be exponentially more difficult and exhausting, you know. But we've talked about this before, right? She could have just waited in the car, let him, you know, or just let him take the car to go to the beach by himself. Something, just anything. You know, sometimes, I know this is a crazy thought, but sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody that you care about, you do things for them that might make them happy. Like actually make their favorite meal, for example.
Dispatched because I was making 2 cakes. Can you go ahead and unplug the thingy, baby?
Yes.
We're gonna cut into these We're gonna cut into these with the table. And if I overcook the small one, then he's gonna have the big one. Or maybe we can share the big one and save the small one for later because it's huge. Let me show the camera.
Oh, true. It's Levi's car. Yeah, so maybe fair, but like not even once. Not even, couldn't take a bus, couldn't take an Uber. Anything? Can we not make the beach happen for this guy? Oh, she could have had her model on the beach sunset moment. Can you imagine? And the romantic sunset on the beach? Yes. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna show you guys because there's a big one and a small one. I got these on Walmart pickup, so we might share the big one and use the small one for something later, or we basically each have our own steak. I do what I always do in my lives: salt, pepper, brown butter, minced garlic, and vibes.
It smells great in here.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and grab us sodas from the outside?
Sure.
And can I have 2 of my Dr. Peppers?
Sure.
Thank you. Alright. We're gonna walk over to the dining room table. So I invited my brother to dinner, but I did not know that he was planning to celebrate 200 followers on Twitch today. So congratulations to my brother. How cool is that? I'm very proud of him.
Does anyone watch him on Twitch? Is Hypocrite Dragon?
So, this is so cool. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Look, hopefully he understands this situation and what all of this means. Couldn't be me. I'll say that. He has to share his steak. Hopefully not. I felt that was performative for the camera. I can't see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, shower immediately after the beach, absolutely. I don't love how salt water feels, personally. I like to look at the beach, I like to hear the beach, I like to smell the beach. I don't love to actually be on the beach. His baby voice, I hate it. It's definitely an ick for me, I have to admit. It's really a struggle. I don't like it. The closest beach to you is one that dried out millions of years ago. That's curious. I don't know where that is, Boop Cat. Oh, that's a good point. We know she can't shower easily. It is, to be fair, it is a big thing for somebody like Roz to take a trip to the beach. I just feel like an effort should have been made in some way, shape, or form because it was his birthday. He was coming to visit. He's not feeling the best because of the meds. It would have been nice. And it's something that he said from the top that he desperately wanted to do. You're scared of sharks. Don't... People say that in Australia as well, but sharks have a breeding season that you know not to go into the ocean at certain times of the year. That's the rule. You've never been to the beach? Oh, Truma. That should be a bucket list item for you. You do have many demands of a partner, mostly tea. I've often lost my mug, or forgotten I've boiled the kettle, or forgotten I have a mug, or forgetting it's brewing. I just can't keep track of my tea. Oh, that's so adorable, Cramlings.
So, I think I might have undercooked this. Let's find out. I don't need 2 knives. I need a fork and a knife. I want to see. I'm very curious how I did. See, that looks really weird, actually. Ooh, no.
It's certainly not overcooked, at least.
Well, it's a little rare.
Yeah.
That's a little... how do you feel about that?
I'll try it.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's check this one out. Oh, let's eat the small one, and can we eat this one later?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the small one. I am, however...
What I will say is, given some of the things that I've seen go on in this kitchen, some of the hygiene practices, I would really want that to be very thoroughly cooked. It is. This is a sad clucking birthday. It is. Yeah. Oh, you grew up at the beach and you loved the science of the beach. You went to marine biology camp every summer growing up and you just love the natural environment. That's so cool. I would have enjoyed that too. Don't Aussies say I didn't come here to cluck sharks or something wild like that? Not once have I ever heard that uttered. No. Although there's some Aussie things that have been said that I've never heard before. I've forgotten what they are now, but yeah, I haven't heard that one. But my fellow Aussies, feel free to weigh in. Yeah, the steak, I don't love that either. No. And it's not just because it's a steak. It legitimately doesn't look right.
We're gonna take this fat cap. That's gonna be just for me, because you don't like fat, right?
You can have all that, yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, right. So I'll give you the leaner part.
You have heard it. It is a phrase. I'm wondering if it's a regional thing. I don't know if you're comfortable saying your state. Please don't if you're not, but I'd be interested to know general directional area. Because yeah, I've literally never heard it. So in Australia, there are differences between states as well of what people will say and not say, and it's absolutely a thing. People have said that around you, and you're in New South Wales. See, that might be the problem. Oh yes, I'm used to the spiders. Cluck spiders is what I heard. You did your 10-year work experience at SeaWorld at the Gold Coast because you put marine biology down as a career interest. That was awesome. I have been to SeaWorld many a time. Even the Kiwis know the spiders. What are you doing, Vera? I don't know. Do I ever? Oh dear. It's a southern thing. Yeah, there's a lot of differences in speech patterns, phrases, and things like that from Victoria, New South Wales to Queensland, which is where I was raised. And this is not a thing as far as I know in Queensland. They never heard of it. Tasmanian. So, I don't know if you all know this, but New South Welshmen and Victorians, a little bit weird. Just gonna drop that there.
I'll take the fattier part. Everyone's happy. In fact, what I'll do, this is what I do with my mom. I take the outside, where it's like fatty. Do you want me to like slice it for you, or do you want to like, because that's hard. It's hard.
I got a fork and knife.
Okay, it's just harder to cut on the plate versus the wooden cutting board.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks like the fat hasn't been rendered properly either. It just doesn't look complete to me. Yes, we have big spiders. You're probably talking about huntsmen when you're talking about big spiders, and yes, there are many, but they're cute. They have little boots. And sometimes they keep you company when you're live streaming.
Well, how about I keep it on the wooden cutting board and I eat it from there, and then
Love that idea for you. Here you go. And I will actually also do this. Actually, you know what we can do instead of these plates?
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do. Let me show you. Sorry. How is it? I haven't even tried it yet.
It's really good.
And this is my plate. He's gonna.
So let me get this straight. They've got that other piece that is clearly not cooked thoroughly. And they're going to reheat it later. So does that mean it's essentially going to be microwave cooked steak? Am I reading this right? You haven't heard the spider thing in a few years? Yeah, I've not heard the spider version of it either. This is not a thing that I've ever come into contact with. But yeah, the spiders are big. It depends on your perspective on what is big enough. You wonder if it's a regional or an age thing. How old is Margot Robbie and where are they from? She'd be Victorian, wouldn't she? I don't know. I feel like all of the famous actors are Victorian. They have actual like proper setups in Melbourne and things like this. More often than not, they're Victorian. But it could be an age thing because different generations, yeah, have different sayings. When did cutting boards become plates? Well, when you have autism and totally can't handle the sensations of cutlery on crockery is the official stance on that. Charcuterie board steaks. It's a thing. Don't microwave meat. No. Bad enough birthday, but it's recorded and streamed to live in infamy on the internet forever. You're not wrong. He seems grossed out. Wouldn't you be? Like, you know it doesn't look right. Whether you cook or not, you know that doesn't look right. Homeboy is not happy right now. He's gonna go home and try and forget about this birthday and how it's gonna live on in the internet as a property of a very disliked public figure when all he wanted was rest and the beach. Twice cooked steak. It's uncomfortable. You have black widows around your house yearly. Thank goodness we've caught them all. You know, we have redbacks. Similar. You thought she said the cutting board plate was a Fifi thing? It might be because you can fit more on it. Yeah, possibly.
Let's keep his steak on the wooden cutting board.
Yeah.
There's plate there. We're gonna eat dinner and then presents. So I just wanted to show the food. I know everything's gonna. Oh, actually, I want to try this real quick.
Can I also just say, if I made something, like if I had cooked something that was a big deal meal, like a birthday meal, and it turned out this bad, I don't think it would have made the cut for the vlog. I'm just going to say. I think I'd be too embarrassed. I think.
I never had these. These are from Walmart.
Yeah, try it.
There's some of the brown butter on the board on mine. That's really good.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
tea.
This is really good.
Do you think she's trying to compensate for the disappointing steak? Oh, Bella. I try not to say these things because I worry that I'll come off preachy, but I kind of agree with you. It seems wasteful to me, because at least, yeah. Yeah. She should be embarrassed, I agree. I don't know if embarrassment is something that Roz feels, though. Maybe that's her superpower. Cannot be embarrassed.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's really
And also
good.
there's bacon. You can combine the potatoes and green beans. That's the vibe. Alright, I'm gonna hang out with my boyfriend. It's his birthday. He's the birthday boy.
He's the birthday boy while she's firmly fixed in frame and he has to lean over awkward.
Bye.
Okay. You'd feel... Hello, Cassandra. You'd feel so awful. Rosie seems to think everything she does is amazing, though. So in childhood, was she praised for very mundane things and never given criticism? I do think she was indulged. I think that would be a factor. I think that the word no potentially was not used a lot. But as for like being praised for mundane things, that's my hypothesis on Rachel, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Or is it just like being at the peak of Mount Stupid? Like, maybe she just legitimately doesn't see. You're not vegetarian, but you give reverence to any meat you eat. I appreciate that. I like that a lot. She was talking about the insane prices of steak before, and she did that. She could have made a pot roast. She could have. Yeah. No. Even Foodie Beauty has more shame than this. Is that not a statement and a half? That's not good. That is not something that you want said about you. If you find yourself in that position, you really need to reevaluate your life. Yeah, you think it's like when you tell a kid they're really good at something that they think they're good at their entire life. Yeah. Yeah, because like I say, I definitely think this is the case for Rachel, for sure. I think it fits with Roz. I feel like that puzzle piece would make sense. I'm trying to think of alternate perspectives on what that might be. But it's hard to come up with one, isn't it? It's Mount Stupid. You don't know what you don't know or why you should want to know it. Yes. That also fits. Yeah. Roz somehow makes Foodie likable in comparison. I actually find that about Amber too. Yeah, I look at Amber and all I can think, I know it's not the right word, but it's the one that comes to mind. She makes Amber look classy, but it's not that Amber's classy, and it's not that Roz isn't classy. Do you know what I mean? There's a quality that Roz highlights in Amber for the positive, and that's not good. The grimace that Remy was wearing in the thumbnail is the face he wore the entire video. Yeah. You agree with that? Yeah. Okay, everyone. I'm getting the 5-minute dinner warning. It's a very important time. And I'm starving and my stomach's about to enter the conversation, which I don't love. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you to all of my mods. I appreciate you so much. And a big thank you to my lurkers and all of the replay nuggets. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. You have no idea. But that is all the clocks I have left to give. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time.